The kilo squat to be followed by Neil Dyson and then Michael Pereira. Also, a round of applause for a couple of our referees who literally just lifted, did a mad change into their referee kit and are now sitting in the chair. The commitment to the sport. We do love you all. Jim, you've just been here all day.
I know you.
The bar is loaded for Stephen Coates.
So here we go, we're opening up the afternoon session of today's Scottish Masters Championship, and we've got Stephen out opening us up with a squat. We're looking at 70 kilos here. Stephen in the M2 category. Easy. There we go. Smooth as you like.
And that's a good lift in 3 white lights.
Nice.
Next up, we have Neil Dyson.
Yep.
He's opening at 120 kilos.
Yep, next we've got Neil. I believe Stephen was a debutant there, so this is his first competition, but Neil, previously having hit a squat PB of 120 kilos, which he is in fact opening with. So we're looking at some proper progress here as he just chalks up getting ready to go. Neil, an M1 93 kilo lift. Quite a
The
stacked
bar is
93
loaded for Neil
category today.
Dyson. Come on, Neil.
It's going to be a good competition. Anvil strength gym. Okay. Neil adopting a high bar squat position. Gets the start coming. That looks good.
Nice looking opener there. That is a good lift, 3 white lights. 127.5 kilos on the bar for Michael Pereira.
Next coming out is Michael.
Will be followed by
Michael Pereira.
Shim Jedden and Alan Keir.
Again, Michael in the under 74 class, same as Stephen was, who opened this afternoon session, and he is starting with a 127.5 kilo squat. In terms of comp PBs, I think Michael's is 152.5 kilos, so we're looking at a good opener, nice, pretty easy opener we expect here, so we can build into a good overall performance. Again, high bar squatter. Strong brace. That's looking pretty smooth.
And that is a good lift in 3 white lights.
Joined by Kirsty now.
Hello. Got myself on. Quick turnaround from the AM session.
Oh goodness. I know it's been quite a long day for some people like yourself, Kirsty.
It's been moving well though. We've got through it nice and quick.
Yeah.
Get everyone home at a reasonable time.
That's the key thing.
Jim Shedden.
Jim. Round of applause.
135 kilos on the bar for his opener.
This is pretty easy for Jim, I think. I've seen him squatting in the gym, and this is going to be pretty simple-ish, I think. Jim, the 93 class as well, as an M2. Easy, there we go.
No bother there. Jim did say he was just really having a training day on the platform in his home gym.
Well, they all say that, don't they? No,
we'll see what it turns into. Wait till the last deadlift and we'll see.
Yeah, certainly pretty relaxed.
Yeah.
By the way, he comes across here. Next out, Alan Keir. Alan in the M1 category as an under 74 as well. As our third under 74.
He's going out for 150 kilos for his opener.
Let's go, Alan. Yep.
Sipping the coffee there.
You need it to keep you going.
All laid on very kindly by Scottish Powerlifting for people coming along to help. Yeah, oh, by the way, that moved. I think we're on for quite a good squat day.
Yeah, that was very simple there from Alan.
That's a yellow plate off his PB.
Oh wow.
Not PB, so I think again
Mark Fulton
probably teed up for a good day.
Not his PB any longer, I presume.
Exactly. Theoretically, certainly not. Okay, so Jim Whitehouse coming out now, I believe.
185 kilos in the 93 class M1.
So this is over his comp PB, I believe, so it's always a nice way to start, my goodness.
It is.
That's a nice confidence boost.
It means once you're on the board, everything's a PB?
Literally, yeah. Lovely. Oh, lovely. That's
Very
a lovely
easily
squat.
done there.
Bar path, straight as an arrow.
Today. That is a good lift three
And I
white
think you'll
lights.
agree with me, the shoe game is pretty strong.
Next
The
up,
shoe game
220
is
on
very
the bar
strong.
For the man, the myth,
Very
the legend,
coordinated
that is
there.
Mark Fulton.
Ah, now here he comes, Mr. PB.
Mr. PB, Mr. SP, he's got many a title.
Yes.
Does Mark Fulton.
Wears many hats. Today he's going to wear a heavy squat
Platform.
hat. 220 he's opening at.
Coming out in the 93 class. He's ditching his bin bag weight cutting strategy for this one.
End of an era, is
I
it?
know. Or will we see him back?
Here he comes. Keeping that red and black
Let's hear Mark.
aesthetic going.
Got to represent his club, right?
Precisely.
He's adjusting the bar himself.
I was getting under the bar. Mark obviously quite experienced internationally. Good power lifter. With a squat PB in the 83 class of 230 kilos. So he's starting, what, 10 kilos under that?
Yeah,
So,
pretty close.
Yeah. That's moving pretty well.
Looks smooth.
Nice
That's
and
like a good mark
controlled.
opener, that. I
Yeah.
would say, you know.
Three
Mark can
white
grind
lights
out a
and
lift.
good lifts.
Oh,
He's got a lot more in the
Computer,
tank.
flight D at the
Yeah, and that,
computer. Can we
he's
go back to
definitely
flight
not going to be
C?
leaving anything on the platform.
No.
With that, I like that.
No, not at all.
Let's see in the back there a few other PB loyals.
Yeah, I think our next two lifters are PB affiliates.
Team Hampson.
Time for a favorite
Handsome.
sibling
I love-
rivalry in SP. Ben versus Rio.
So
Yeah,
first
that's
up,
right. The Jaskowiak
Brothers.
rivalry,
Ben
yeah,
first for
carries on here, but with a new
220,
ingredient into that mix, which is Mark. So
Rio.
we're hoping for a wee.
Bars
Things are
loaded
quite
for
mellow now.
Jaskowiak.
It will not stay that way. I'm
Will
sure.
not
It's
stay that way
excitement
as we
lifts.
move through the competition. The first of the two Jaskowiaks is Ben,
Let's see it, Ben. Come on.
coming out for 220.
Yeah. Mark weighing in the lightest of them all, 86.3, and then Ben 91.9, and Rio 92.2.
So do you think it might come down to body weight on
We're
this
keeping
one?
an eye on it. Yeah. There we go. Nice and steady walkout. I mean, Mark and Ben's squat PB is the same in competition. That's 230 kilo, and that was 220 as well. So we could see quite similar trajectories between the two of them.
Yes.
But then Big Rio turning up for a
Our-
240 opener.
Yeah, our heaviest opener of Flight C.
Yeah.
Also in the M1 class. Majority of lifters in this flight are in the M1.
Bar is loaded for
Category.
Rio.
Exactly, yeah. It's an M1 battle, isn't it?
Pretty much M193 battle we have here.
Another strong shoe game there as well. I think these are actually custom
These
Romeos.
do look like custom Romeos.
Let's see it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's. Is that not the Beast at X-Men?
I think so.
Sweet.
A little bit of nerdiness on the platform there.
Well, if the squat
Lovely
anything to
little
go by,
opener
I think
there
a good
from
day
Rio.
is on the
That
cards.
good lift. We are
I think that was the fastest of the three.
I think
As an
so.
opener.
I think so.
Stephen Coates coming out for
So he has the
80 kilos
easiest
on
looking
the
opener, the heaviest opener. That tends to bode well.
Well.
Very comfortable.
We never want to speak too soon, particularly sitting in the commentary seat.
Yeah, it's just somewhat open ourselves
It-
to
It's a little bit.
premature sort of conclusions.
It can be backseat
statements.
driving a little bit when you're like, that looks good, and then the referees disagree.
Yeah, I mean, well, you are a referee, to be fair.
I am. I'm hoping I can give a realistic view from here. But listen, even a metre away from the platform, you see something different. You never know.
Well, that's why the referees are where they are.
Exactly that.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it. We don't need to have an opinion. Okay, Stephen again. We're back to the start of the flight. Stephen having gone up 10 kilos from his opener, 80 kilograms now. Nice and deep as well.
I just wonder if he maybe moved too quick there.
And
Nope,
that
he's
is
all right.
good
He's all
left.
right. What I think it was is he rocked on his foot, which is permitted. You
Yes.
can rock
Right.
before the rack command, but if there's any sort of lateral movement, then that would be considered skipping. But it looks like he maybe just lost his balance a wee bit. Anyway, on the board with 3 white lights.
Yep.
And then Jim Shedden.
Cheeky smelling salts coming into the mix for first time in this flight. I think.
Bars loaded for Neil Dyson.
Yep, for Neil, coming out for 127.5 kilos.
Yeah. Again, here when we're talking about Neil's sort of squat situation, I mean, his comp PB, as far as I understand it, was 120. So he's kind of left that behind already.
Yep.
So this is going to be a PB, and he's getting himself focused here. Nicely done.
Yeah. Very smooth and controlled up to the top.
Yeah, they like it too.
3 white lights there.
Next up, 135.
All right.
Scottish M3 squat record. Here we go.
First record of the afternoon session in the second attempt.
Yeah, Big
This will
Michael.
be the new Scottish M3 squat record in the
135.5 kilos for Michael
Kilos
Pereira.
massive, he is
Exactly.
successful.
I mean, this guy. Whoa.
This record has stood since 2018. About time it was knocked off that record.
He's
sheet, I
looking
would
to
say.
snatch a record that has stood for 6 years.
Yeah, what year is it?
The bar is look for
I'm
Michael
kidding.
Pereira, new Scottish squat record attempt. Let's get behind him.
Lots
Come
of
on,
applause from the
Michael.
crowd. Quite a
Michael,
good crowd as well, I would add.
a good crowd. Nice to see everyone out supporting the Masters lifters, and Michael himself is a regular volunteer of Scottish powerlifting, so we're all willing him on.
I'm pretty sure this man has racked up a considerable amount of volunteer points.
Oh, he has indeed.
Yeah.
Come on, Michael.
Oh, he's just got away
Just
from
a
him
bit of
there.
a sticking point, unfortunately.
He does have a third attempt to try again,
We'll
though.
see him come out again
You know,
for that on his third.
It's very
Let's
hard
move
to
now
tell exactly
to
why a
Jim
thing's happened
Shedden.
or how
He's
the
coming
person's
out for
feeling just by observation, but
147.5,
there's no reason to say that he won't get that on his third.
No.
Just because he hasn't quite got on his second.
Exactly. I've seen people come back from absolute grinders
then it's like quick.
to do it like an opener, yeah.
This is it, maybe the nervous system just needed that wee shock.
Yeah.
And now he's really awake and ready for it. So here comes Jim now.
Jim Shedden is also busting out some smelling salts for 147.5.
Just a wee whiff, just a wee cheeky.
whiff.
Yep,
Not too much.
Yeah.
Save that for the third.
exactly. This is good. It's quite a short flight this, so we've got people coming through quite quickly.
It's a short flight.
massive time.
Flight D's even shorter, actually. We had many more female competitors today than
Yeah,
men.
yeah.
Nice walk out from Jim there, getting himself settled.
The man from Malcolm. Oh, it's nice and easy. Oh my goodness.
What did the
I think-
referees think?
What do our
I think if
referees
we don't
think?
see a 160
They did that
third
big
attempt,
lift in 3 white
we'll be going home
lights.
disappointed.
160 kilos now for Alan Keir,
pretty
Jim Whitehouse, and Ben
That would
Vescoviak
keep in the
to get
trend
ready.
of what he's done so far, 12.5 kilo jumps. So let's look for the 160, Jim.
we don't want conservative, we want exciting.
10-kilo jump
Maybe he
from
wants
his
conservative.
opener.
Maybe.
We want exciting.
He just wants to be here and he's just having a good time.
Bar is loaded.
Here's Alan,
Let's see Alan do it
160.
again here, come on.
10 kilo jump. And again, in the under 74 category, you know. I mean, we started over double body weight and, you know, keeps going up.
Of course, this
think
is
as
a
well.
championship. The standard is high.
It's all over Scotland people have come from. I think as well the music in the room is just lifting a wee bit. I don't know if that's just me, but
No, I do
a bit of
think
hype.
that
that is
Claire
a big
tends
lift
to
for you, white
put it
lights.
up. The heavier
Next up is
the lifts
Jim
get.
Whitehouse,
I mean, what difference it makes, though?
197.5
You've got a proper-
kilos going on
The
the bar.
Bit
atmosphere.
of noise behind you, it can make a big difference.
That was a good lift for Alan, and we're moving on to Jim Whitehouse, 197.5.
Followed by Ben, Mark, and Rio.
So,
Bar is
in terms of
loaded
second
for
attempt
Jim
coming up,
Whitehouse,
Jim's coming
197.5
out
on the bar. Let's see it,
and a
Jim.
half kilo. Second, and
Get
to be
it
honest, the
moving.
first one was so easy.
The first one
so
was
smooth.
so smooth.
Quality squat. So, I think this should be pretty routine.
He has a young fan club in the crowd as well. Friends and family all shouting for Jim. Nice to see.
Yeah. Oh,
Just stumbled
Good
a
catch from
little.
the spotters there.
That will be a no
Really
lift.
unfortunate there. Just a
caught
bit of a hitch.
the hook.
Plenty
you know.
of strength
He's either
in that
caught the
squat,
hook or
though.
he's just lost the line a little bit and had to balance
230
himself.
kilos on the bar
But
for
the
Ben
strength looked like it was
Oh.
there.
Robin, Mark Fulton,
That
and
can be
then
slightly
Rio
daunting
Jaskowiak,
psychologically,
and then we are
but
into
I mean,
third
I would say
attempts.
even keep putting the weight up. You've clearly got the strength to take a big walk out, and you'll be
Yeah.
absolutely fine.
That is one of the circumstances I would say going up would be fine.
Yeah.
We've got Ben coming out for 230 kilos.
Bars loaded for Ben Jaskowiak, 230 kilos on the bar for Ben. Let's see it, Ben.
Here he comes.
See that Jim Whitehouse has popped his attempt up, just 2.5 for
Good.
for the third, trying for a wee bit of extra kilos there.
A good round 200.
Let's see how this moves for Ben.
Ben is a good squatter, so
Also nice squat shoes. Everyone's kitted out.
yeah. Very. I like the kind of loyalty to the red and black.
Yep,
Looking good. I know that was rapid. as
that
well.
was
Almost argue
rapid.
that moves
This
quicker
guy.
than his opener. That is 3 white
I think he's
lights and
shaking
a
off
green
the
light.
first lift nerves
Mark
and he's into the
Fulton
groove
is
now.
up next, 232.5
Yeah,
kilos
I mean, I
for
don't know what
Mark.
we'll see for a third there, but I mean, there's plenty in the tank, isn't there? With 240.
There is room to move.
Yeah.
Just looking ahead to
And the
the
beauty of it
totals,
is that
is
even
going
if he has
to
10
be
kilos,
a
he probably
battle
still has saved a wee bit of
90
energy for the rest of the day,
kilos
which is so important.
Mr. Mark Fulton coming out now at that, if I'm not mistaken, is 2.5 above his current comp PB.
Mark
It
is loaded
is,
for
it
Mark
certainly is. And of
Fulton.
course, that was set in the
Let's go,
under
Mark, come
83
on.
category, so
He's got a couple of extra kilos, maybe giving him a bit of extra energy because obviously he's not had to cut, which cutting can take it out of you significantly.
no, this man's nutrition has been dialed. Lovely, gentle, controlled lift out there. I wish I could shout them on, but I think I would maybe blow the microphone ever so slightly.
Listen, just give them a warning and go for it. Go on, Mark.
Oh, the drama.
I
Right, that was
don't
like a
know
Good
what
catch there
happened
from the
there.
spotters.
Oh, I see.
Just lost a little bit of position, I think, on that one. Next up, we have Rio
Definitely not
Jaskowiak,
a strength problem because it went down and it came back up.
It did. I think he maybe just lost the line a little bit. I think the spotters caught it, which, I don't think they were wrong to do so. I think
Yeah.
I would have made the same call.
Yeah.
He's got a third attempt to come back for that.
Yeah, I may take a view that because that's over his PB, he might just retake it.
I would
If I was
say
in his
so.
shoes,
I would
again,
say so.
Who knows the mind of Mark Fulton?
It looks like he has done,
Bar
given
is
him what's
loaded
come
for
in.
Rio Jaskowiak.
Here we are, Rio, 250 kilos.
Dare I say, a little bit of a boost for Rio in terms of competition there.
Well,
they're the best of friends. We know that. We're not
no,
talking
we
about
do
anything
know
personal.
that.
When
But
it
on
comes
the
to lifting,
platform, yes,
the fun of it is that they get to go toe to toe, and
there's pride points to be won.
who's the alpha of PB? Well,
That looked pretty simple, pretty well
Use it
executed.
well,
I
gets
think we can all
3
agree the
white
alpha of PB
lights.
is actually Amy Jarvie.
Heading now into
Who
third attempt.
keeps
Last one for
matters
this group of
all under
lifters.
control.
I would
Heaviest squats.
have to agree with you on that.
I can tell you
And
from
often this will
from
be a
very
PB
close
attempt for our
experience.
lifters.
Amy's
First up,
a deeply
Stephen
competent human
Coates,
being.
85 kilos on the bar. He'll be followed by Neil Dyson and then Michael
Okay.
Pereira.
So we're back to the start again. Stephen Coates.
third and final squats for Flight C.
Bars
And to be
loaded
honest, for
for
Stephen,
Stephen
it's
Coates.
pretty much
Let's
like
go, Steve.
what
Last
you would
squat.
like, you know?
Yeah.
Just great.
Let's give it everyone.
We
here.
want the
Come
third
on.
attempts to be a bit more of effort. We want a bit of a grind because that means the lifters left nothing out there on the platform, squeezed out all the kilos they can get, and we're rooting for Stephen to get 85 kilos now.
Yep. Good depth
Grinds it up,
and a good fight.
holds it at the top.
And that is a
Three
good
white
lift.
lights.
Three white
Kept his
lights.
position strong there too. You know.
130 kilos.
Looks strong
now
all
for
the way
Neil
throughout.
Tyson.
He could, you know, that was in his wheelhouse. I think, to be honest, there's probably more there,
Taking a
but
modest 2.5 kilo
I think-
jump from his second attempt.
Is
of
this his
correct me if
first
I'm wrong, but I believe
competition?
this is a debut for Stephen. So I
Yeah,
mean, literally, that is perfect for a
that
debut.
is what you
Just
want.
3 out of 3 so far. I think 3 white lights of them all,
Yep. Good
Flawless.
confidence boost.
for sure. I can see
Bar
him
is
laughing and
loaded.
smiling in the back. So I think we're on track there for a good day.
We've got Neil coming out for
Let's go,
130 kilos.
Finish
Just
strong
taking a
here,
wee
come on.
2.5 jump from his second.
Sport. Yeah, I believe those are the black Romoleos.
Are you a big Romoleo fan,
I
John?
just think they're a well-styled shoe. Although they may not actually be Romoleos. I can appreciate shoes, but don't know very much about them.
Oh, light work there. Light work.
As the Icelanders say,
Plenty
skip
strength still left in that squat. That's 3 white lights on a good lift.
3 white lights and a good lift for Neil.
135.5.
rounding off 3 for 3 on
Going
his
back on the
squats.
bar for Michael
Was that
Pereira.
record
He's coming
plates
out
getting
with
picked up there, I see?
second crack.
It is, we're
Scottish
back round to
M3
Michael
squat
Pereira coming out
record,
for another
74
crack
kilos
at the
last.
Scottish M3 squat record, 135.5 kilos.
getting a wee Jim Shedden pep talk prior to coming out.
Michael looking stoic
The
as he
bar
waits
is
to come
loaded for
out.
Michael Pereira. Let's
We
get
want
the
him to get this. He deserves to get this. Come on, Michael.
Let's go, bud. Let's go.
Let's get it this time, Michael.
We've got the hype in the room
Stay
with
with us,
him.
Michael.
Everyone
For sure.
wants Michael to get this.
Big race.
Yeah. It's really close before, you know, it was quite high up.
Oh, come on, Michael. Come on. Come on, Michael.
Oh, he's done it! I think he's done it.
What a grind.
Let's see the 3 white lights.
Yay!
Oh my god, he's done it.
It's a good lift for Michael. Oh, I'm so chuffed for him. That's someone who really deserves that.
Huge fight there
100%,
from Michael.
100%.
Next up, 155
That is a good
kilos
moment
for
for Michael to
Jim
remember.
Shedden.
Yeah, that's in the history books now.
And as we said, come back from a failed second. It is absolutely possible.
100%.
Getting a record to your name whilst you do it.
100%. Alright, Jim Shedden now.
He's gone 155. He should have gone 160.
See, well, maybe 165, yeah? Get those blue plates on.
We'll see what Jim makes of this. Hopefully a nice and easy third for Shedders.
Come on.
Right, support round the room as he unracks. Gets the command. Taking his time and under control the entire time.
Get away!
There we go.
Gets it to the top. Referees. Unfortunately,
Oh,
that is
it's
a
a
no
no
lift call for
lift.
3 reds
Just
for
a
death.
little bit high there.
Next up, Alan Keir.
But the strength was there.
167.5
Hopefully he can just leave that at the
kilos
door and move into his bench
followed
session.
by
And as
Jim
well,
Whitehouse
I
and
mean,
then Mark
it's a
Fulton.
blow. It is a blow, but look, he's walking away there with a 147 second. It's not actually a huge amount of weight to not.
No, he's not lost an awful lot off the total there.
Yeah, I mean, because he added a lot between
Bars
attempt 1
loaded
and
for
2,
Alan Keir.
so he's done well.
Last squad here, Alan.
Alan
Come on
out.
now. Let's finish this strong here, Alan.
So Alan Keir, 167.5, taking a 7.5 kilo jump. Oh, put some weight on.
Good strong hips and back to kind of bring that one upright, you know. Strong quads out of the hole, and then just
Next up,
the strength
Jim
to finish it off.
Whitehouse.
Brilliant
Ran
third
into a
attempt
bit of
there.
technical issue on his second with 197.5,
Okay, here's
but
Jim.
he is not deterred.
Jim Whitehouse
So he is coming out
looked
for
like it was in the
200
bag there, and
kilos on
purely
his
just a wee
third
technical thing.
attempt.
Coming
So-
into contact with the rack, I think.
I expect to hear plenty of
He
noise
is
from the
going
Jim
up 2.5
Jim
kilos
Whitehouse fan
nonetheless,
club.
looking for that round 200 kilo milestone.
Because again, I
Should be
mean, I think
200
Jim
kilos.
squat PB 182.5. So we're already like light years
The
from
bar
that.
is loaded.
He's
for
already
Jim
surpassed that,
Whitehouse,
looking to get 200. And everyone's behind him as he comes out for this.
Definitely.
Let's get after this, Jim. You've got this, Jim.
5 spotters out now. We've broken into the 200
Yep.
kilos.
5 spotters for 200 and above for the lifter's safety. Come on, Jim.
Get himself in position. He's hit the
It looks easy.
What the heck?
What
That was
about
rapid.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
200 kilos
Done
for
with
Jim
And a
Whitehouse.
fist bump to his
I'd
coach,
also like to know if
Jordan
this
Long,
cheer
over
squad are
there.
available for hire. I'd love them for my next competition. Next up, we have Mark Fulton.
Right, we're
Coming out
into
for
the
another
round at the top 3 again.
10:32,
The man, the myth, the
1-5.
legend. Coming
Get a
out
bit
to
of a sticking
repeat.
point on
232.
his second. He is going to come out and smash this on
I mean, in
his
fairness,
third.
he's come out with a 220 opener. Which, I mean, he's not miles away from his PB. You know, he's looking good.
He's
And,
looking good, he's looking strong, and I think maybe what happened on the second is what we call just lost the line.
Yeah,
Just
misgroove.
lost the line, a misgroove.
At 6 with a misgroove.
Yeah.
Time to kind of up the RPM here to maybe an 8 or something like that.
Bar
You know.
is loaded
wee
from
bit of
Mark
work, you know.
Fulton. Let's see it, Mark.
Mark
No
knows
more
how
changes
to focus
openers for
in
Group
under
D.
pressure.
For sure.
Come on, Mark. Let's
Sure.
finish it
Headphones
now.
off.
His mindset will be focused on getting this lift.
For sure.
Come on, Mark.
Come on, let's go. Everything tight, Mark. Come on, Mark. Come on,
Get on, Mark.
let's see it.
It's looking under control. It's looking steady.
Come on, Mark. Dial in.
Okay, bringing that up. Oh, yep.
That's more like it.
There it is. Definitely a misgroove on the second.
That is a
2 to
good
1.
lift, 2 to 1. Great recovery there from Mark
Well,
Fulton.
what they say about 2 to 1, it's
Next
good
Good
enough.
enough.
It's good enough.
That's the classic. I think I've seen Joe Crilly wearing it, but I believe others do wear it. Other hats are available, but this particular beanie hat, 2 to 1, good enough.
Yes, I believe that particular merchandise was purchased in Malta
Ah,
at Worlds
see, right,
last
right.
year. It was being sold by, I presume, a local company, and you know what a great concept. I would like some.
For sure.
Ian Murray for the second flight.
Bar is loaded for Ben
Yeah.
Jaskowiak. 240
Okay, now-
kilos on the bar.
Yep.
Come on,
Ben
Ben, let's see
Ben.
it.
Jaskowiak,
Nice, steady 10 kilo jumps.
230 looked comfortable, if I remember correctly, so
And he's looking so calm.
he's looking very calm.
I think this is a guy who knows how to switch it on, though.
You know, some people are very calm and reserved on the platform, and that's how they kind of get in the zone. Others need a bit more hype, a
Set
bit
it
more
up here, Ben. Come on.
screaming.
Yeah, bashing their head off of the bar.
Not recommended.
No. Is that even allowed?
No.
Ah, I see, right. Don't do that. Don't do that. And that is... That is looking
Go on,
good.
go on, go on. Oh,
Oh, just couldn't quite get past that
That's
second
a
point.
whisker away.
Great catch from the spotter.
Just
Round
started
of
to
applause,
turn it
please,
up.
for Ben
just that
Jaskowiak.
sticking point.
Next up.
Next comp, I think he's got that and more.
259
for
kilos
sure,
for Rio Jaskowiak.
Very close. Very close.
And rounding off flight C, we have Rion Jaskowiak, 255 kilos, Masters M1, 93 kilo
Bars
class.
loaded for Rio.
Looking to
The ranks of
himself.
PB contain plenty of great squatters, but I think Rio is up there with the best of them.
Last one here, Rio. Let's make it count now.
Big
Come
old
on.
squat.
gives him quite a decent lead in the
That's right, that's
93s. He already is leading, but this would obviously put him in a more comfortable position.
Yeah. I think it's knowing your Rio. It's probably got the biggest squat of
Yeah.
the three, if you like. And that, shifting
wow.
that name bowler.
Wow.
Moves
Show me
it
260.
beautifully.
Oh,
It's
so
three
easy.
white
So easy.
lines.
Oh, a showman.
Yes,
A
indeed.
showman within our
That is a great
ranks.
final spot of that group. We are
Ah,
heading
he's put himself in the
straight
driving
into
seat of
Group
that
D.
class
This one's
for
going
the
to move
time.
quick. We've only got 7 lifters in this group.
Moving
First
into
up.
flight D, as Claire just said. Yep, only 7
It's
lifters.
gonna
It
be
is a small flight
Adrian
indeed.
White.
Ian Murray.
I think in this class we've got an 83 lifter, 2 83 lifters, and then 2 105s, a one under 120, and then 2 120 pluses. The classic Ron Paul showdown.
Ron Paul showdown back for another year.
Yep,
Up there. It's fine on
prime
this one.
time. And then we've got
Is Ian
James
Murray?
here and Colin of PB renown.
150
Mike McQuaid,
kilos.
but we are opening now with Ian
Rack height
Murray.
12.
Ian and M2 under 83.
Yeah, so it's fine on these ones.
Just gonna have a wee bit of broccoli while we wait.
Quite right, you've got to get your micronutrients in, Johnny.
Guys, yeah. It's done in the microwave as well to try and, I think, maybe preserve some of
Bars
them.
loaded for Ian Murray. 150
So Ian
kilos
Murray's
on the
coming
bar
out
for
for
Ian.
150 kilos for his opener.
Let's make this a nice easy opener here, Ian. Set yourself up.
Getting himself comfortable under the bar. Nice walk out there. And doing all this without knee sleeves as well.
Yep. Raw. Extra raw. Pretty easy, pretty smooth.
From where I was sitting, I'm wondering if it was
That's
dead.
a no
Just
red,
a shade
unfortunately,
high,
folks. 3 reds for
Just
depth.
a wee bit high there.
Quickly chat here
Next
with
up, we have
Catherine.
Adrian White, also coming out for
Just to give him a wee bit of an
150
indication of what to do next
kilos.
time. He probably knows, and it's just one of them things, isn't it?
He'll
First
follow
go
by
of the day,
Mike McQuaid and then
it's
Colin
really,
Ranson.
really nerve-wracking.
It
So,
is.
you know,
Is. Even experienced
For anyone
lifters
not familiar with the
can
rule, lifter
can
must
get
be standing
in their own
upright
head.
before they will get the start
yeah.
command
I mean, we
from
saw at
our
Sheffield
referees.
people like getting commands wrong.
Oh yeah,
You're on
yeah.
the bench and things.
Even the elite, because when you're under that amount of pressure,
Bars
Well,
loaded
didn't
for
the guy
Adrian
Gustav who
White.
won the men's?
Let's go, Adrian.
He failed his second bench or something because he
Fan comes
anyway,
back.
yep,
yeah,
I believe
skipped the
so.
rack command or something. Anyway,
Happens
we've
to
got
all
Adrian
of
here.
us.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Adrian now opening on 150. M2 as well. Okay, he's just bounced into the hole there.
Yeah, that moved
Moves
very
out well. Referees,
simply. Not a lot of
three
friction
points. That's a
there.
good
That was
lift.
good. That was good.
Next up, Mike
good lift.
McQuaid, 162.5 kilos on
That's
the
him on
bar,
the board.
followed by Colin Ranson and then Ron Kay.
Mike McQuaid, 162.5 kilos.
Yeah, Mike. Mike has got a 185 kilo squat PB, I believe. So he is going to be, yeah, pretty much. To be honest, you never know exactly how it's going to go, but like opening on that 162, yeah, we could see that fall. We could see that
Bars
fall.
loaded from Mike
Sometimes
McQuaid.
you just want to take quite a conservative
Mike.
opener and then do bigger jumps just to make sure to get on the board.
Yeah. Yeah, other associated members of Team Handsome in the back there. We see Wild Jamie Young in his natural habitat.
Is this your informal name for Paisley Barbell?
No, that is, yes, it's a certain sect of,
Gets that
of
to
the
the
cult.
top, and he also gets 3 white lights. That
A
is
sub-club.
a good lift.
Yes. Yep.
Well, it's a good lift for
There's a
Mike.
good bonus for
Much
our
debate
lifters.
about whether it's
Please make
Jamie
sure
or
you
Ralph
exit
who
at
has
back
the best
of
hairdo.
platform. There's a couple
No.
of dumbbells here.
They both have quite a lot of volume, volume in the hair.
Strong volume, strong volume. And it's staying in place, man. All through a training session.
Must be
Colin
hairspray.
Ranson
point.
is up next,
Anyway,
190
we've got Colin
kilos.
coming out here.
190 kilos, sporting a PB t-shirt.
Bars loaded for Colin Ranson.
It's like an
Comes the big
invasion.
in.
Come on, Colin.
It's
90
an
kilos
Invasion of
in
PB
here.
lifters.
Get this moving.
Yeah, Colin with a 205 squat PB, and so again, I think we can see that being left in the rearview mirror.
It might even jump up there for a second.
I mean, literally. Got the Atlas tattoo on the leg there. indicative of the quality of that squat, which was very,
Looks like
very
a very
easy.
well judged
Again,
opener
smooth,
there. That's
very
the white
smooth.
lights, a good lift. Ron
There he is,
Kane
on the
is
board.
up next. 200.
Here we have big Ron Kane.
Going
Yep.
on the bar.
Coming out for a 220 opener.
Followed by James Wilson.
Ron
and then
competing in
Paul
his own
Walker.
gym.
Yes.
Not just the gym that he trains in, but the gym that he, in fact,
has a stake in. It's
Has a
like,
stake in,
it's like
yes.
how much more of a
Ron
home competition
Kane.
can you have?
so it's
Have to
just
do it in his
every
living
day.
room for it to
Let's
be anymore. Here he comes. Looking
Nice.
dialed.
Nice to train in an environment that you're familiar with.
Come on, Ron,
Oh, and
let's
he
see
is
it.
looking fired up.
Yeah.
Looks easy on the back.
It certainly does. Yep, brings that all the way down, all the way up.
Not a lot of
That looks
issues
to
with
be
that.
a good lift.
Routine.
3 white lights. And thank you for my new
Nice
favorite
and
place. One
easy.
and done.
From the beginning.
I'm stealing that 100%. 230 kilos on the bar now for James Wilson. Paul Walker, get ready.
James, another man who trains in here, a home competition for him. Giving himself a quick wee kind of hype up moment here as he chalks up, gets amped, ready to rock. Coach on hand.
Bringing some
Bar is
intensity
loaded
to his
for
opener.
James Wilson. Come on, let's see it.
Here he comes.
Let's go after this, James. Come on.
Oh,
Wow.
oh,
Wow.
Didn't even look like there was
That was
plates
quite
on that.
expert.
That is a good
fully a
lift.
last warm-up,
3
wasn't
white
it?
lights.
mate, that looks
We
so
are
easy.
loading
That was
to
get on the board
270
and then take a big jump.
kilos for
I expect a big
Paul
jump from
Walker.
James Wilson.
Yeah, yeah. Now I think what we got here is the biggest
There's
opener
a
of the day.
1 pound in
Yep.
the round.
Correct.
270 opener for the man, the myth, the legend.
Paul Walker.
Coming out for a huge
Paul is a
270
huge
kilo
asset to
opener
Scottish
on
powerlifting.
For sure.
Bar is
Does a lot to help the
Walker.
federation, so everyone will be behind Paul.
100%.
Easy work here, Paul. Set yourself up.
270 is a massive opener. Let's not skip past that.
I mean, that just bearing down on you, standing it up is a feat in and of itself, as far as
Absolutely.
I'm concerned. Oh yeah.
Again,
there's smoke coming off of that opener. Oh, slow down.
And we move
Yeah, I mean, we're going to see him break 300
straight into
kilos,
second
surely,
attempts. This was gonna
surely.
Can you remind me what his
158
PB is?
kilos is going on the bar for
195
Ian
kilograms,
Murray.
and so come now.
Could we see?
Came out for
I
this
don't
one
want to
is
say,
over.
but could we
Just needs to
see?
sink it a
Ah,
little bit
come on,
deeper
come
on.
on his second.
Yeah, I mean, I don't actually know what the
There.
records are in the 120 plus. I
Just
think
needs to
they're
make
pretty
100% sure
pretty high.
and make
But
our referee
you never
sure
know.
that
I
he
couldn't be
has
certain for the
it.
M1s,
He's gonna get
but-
it this
oh, right
time.
enough, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bar
yeah.
is loaded
Well,
for Ian Murray.
We shall see. We shall see. Well, we should bring the
Come
record
on,
books
Ian.
with us.
Let's get it.
Physical,
Be
actual.
able to see it the next time he comes out. We'll give you that information.
Strength here. Let's go.
There we are. Of course.
Now, Ian missed this on his first attempt. It was just a bit high, so he's looking to take the same weight again, sink it a bit lower, and get himself on the board. I'm sorry, I'm not certain.
Moves it well again. Referees. No lift,
it's 2 to
unfortunately.
1. No lift.
That should be 3 reds,
I think
unfortunately.
in this instance
That is
we've
also
got
again for
Ian in his
death.
first competition. And
Leg
I mean,
strength there.
to just come out and
needs
do
to
it,
sink
you know
that a
what?
little
Good
bit
on
lower.
you. All he needs to do is just sink that one
Leave
to
the
the basement
referees
and
in,
he'll
no
be fine.
doubt. Adrian
You know, keep
White
the weight
up next,
just the same.
160
And he's clearly got the strength because
on
it's
the
so
bar for
fast.
Adrian.
It is very
Followed
fast.
by
Take it all the way down.
and then
And, you know,
Colin
as you said, it's his
Ranson.
first comp. You know, maybe in the future there's technique changes that he might make, but
Yeah, I
at the
mean-
moment, you know, he just needs to sit deeper into the hole. That's
Aye.
about it.
And he's got the support of the spotters here as well, so there's no
does.
better environment to
give it a
build
go.
that confidence. Yeah, yeah.
Bars loaded.
Okay, bars loaded for Adrian White. Coming out here for
Come on,
160 kilo second attempt. Adrian, another debutant in today's competition, and so everything's a PB.
He's already PB'd his squat in
Yes.
the PD.
I think he's PB'd it again.
That looked very easy, very simple.
That is a good left 3 white lights. 170 kilos
I
now.
think
for
Adrian
Mike
has two
McQuaid.
different knee sleeves on. Yeah, he does.
Colin Ranson
Do you know
and Ron Kane.
If it works,
get
it
ready.
works.
Yeah, sure.
170 kilos incoming for Mike McQuaid.
Bars loaded for Mike McQuaid. 170 kilos
Right,
on
one
the
of
bar.
283s I think we've got today, albeit Ian being an M2 and Mike in the M1 each category.
He's fixing his wraps.
Quick fixing of the wrist wraps here in the back. The timer has started for the lift, and so we can see
Still
the board
got
there. We're at
plenty time.
33 seconds.
Yep, the
But
lifter
so
cannot
long as-
enter the platform until the equipment is in place. The only thing you can touch on the platform is your belt.
Yeah. The ref
Come
is
on now,
giving him the
Mike.
okay there.
Go under this
20
bar, let's
seconds,
get it
so
going.
as long as he sets himself up pretty briskly, he'll be absolutely fine.
And it's not that time to complete the lift. As long as he gets the start command in the next 10 seconds, he should be fine.
Yeah, exactly. And he has.
does. Oh,
Oh yeah, that is a deep squat, and that is, yep.
a bit of
Good score.
harder work, but
And
maybe
that is
thrown
the
off
lift.
by having to use most of his time.
205 kilos for Colin
To sort his
Ranson
wrist
next.
wraps. Yeah. I mean, I have seen in the past, you know, I have seen people time out doing that, and
Yes,
it's brutal.
yeah, it is brutal, and you
Jumping
do
up
feel for
15
them, but
kilos from what
the
was
rules are
already
the rules are the rules, aren't they?
Well, we've got to have a standard for sure as to, you know, how long people can take, because the competition would never finish.
I mean, they run for long enough as it is.
Oh.
Let's be frank.
Bars loaded for
It's a
Colin
long
Ranson.
Now 205 for Colin. Were we right in saying that this is his current PB?
Same again here, Colin.
Yes,
Come on.
correct. That's exactly his current PB.
So looking to match that on the second and boost himself up on his third, presumably.
I'm pretty sure I saw Colin squatting 200 kilo in the gym last week, and it was like, you know, like a 7.5 out of 10. So don't doubt this will be pretty good. Yep.
More in the tank. More in the tank for
Definitely.
sure.
Nice and
Definitely. It's
control.
going to be work,
That is a
but
good
it's going to
lift.
be
3 white
there,
lights,
you know.
220
Listen, as I said in the last fight, we want it to be a bit of work. We want you to show us that you're not leaving anything on the platform, because sometimes it's actually nothing worse than doing a third and thinking, oh, I could have done more. Particularly at a championship where every kilo counts.
Exactly. And you see that sometimes in competition where you've got people
And the bar is loaded.
coming down to very fine margins in terms of their
Ron
totals,
has
and
elected
they
not
look
to
back
come out
and go,
for his second attempt. However,
If
this
I
is
had.
a very short
But you can't
flight.
live your life on ifs
And so
or
our
wishes,
lifters
but
still
you
get the
know.
same
Yeah,
amount of rest.
certainly
In
not.
sport, it
Nothing-
does.
it's never
Down to
guaranteed. You know,
zero
every lift
before
is
we
earned,
move
you
on
know,
to our
and
next lifter,
and so-
James Wilson.
you never know. But
And of course, if
I
Ron
think
changes his
in
mind
this
and wants
instance
to run
here
on,
we've got
feel free.
Ron Kane, who is going to miss his second. He's going to choose to not come out and do that, which he can of course do.
Yeah. It's considered good practice within the sport to
Jack,
leave
I'll
your
give you 10
attempt in
pounds if you
so that your fellow lifters get the same amount of time to rest as they would if you were lifting.
Ron, you've still got time if you want
Just
to run
whilst
on.
we're waiting over the next 10 seconds, a thank you to our sponsors for today, Granite Charlie, Paisley Barbell and SBD for providing our volunteers with
We want to
t-shirts.
make sure our lifters have got plenty of
I know
rest to
that's
bar.
been fantastic.
Time has run out, which means we can now move on. If our referees can all hit their red lights.
Obviously a huge thank you to
Thank you. We
Anvil
now
for
move
having
on
us.
to 245 kilos for James
Moving
Wilson.
on up,
He'll be followed by
245
Paul
kilos.
Walker, and then we
for
head
James
into
Wilson.
third attempts.
Team PB out in force.
Bars loaded for James Wilson. 245 kilos on this bar, James. Let's get this moving, James.
Let's go, James.
James's first attempt moved so quick that if you blinked you'd have missed it at home. So
So easy. So this is a good jump, you know.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
It looked very easy. 3 white lights. That is a good lift.
I think we need to see a bit of work here, a bit of a challenge for the man.
290 kilos going on.
You don't want to
the
go home
bar.
for comp and feel well rested.
You don't know, Paul Walker
Ready to train
is
tomorrow.
already our record holder in this event. It's
There we go, so we can
295
see there
kilos.
that the
290
squat
on the
record
seconds
in
just
the
means he
120
might be
kilo
looking to
M1 class
extend that
is
record.
295 kilos, and it's currently held by Paul Walker.
Should break his own record. Yeah. If he continues on in the way he's going, that is, of course.
Bars loaded.
290 gets him 5 kilos below that. Will we see
You know what to do
the
here,
big
Paul. Let's get
300 on the third? Well, let's see how the second moves.
Getting properly hyped now is Paul.
Do not fear about the height difference of the spotters. I promise they are trained to catch it.
Yes, indeed. Just like that.
I did not mean to jinx that.
Just hit a little bit
I don't
of
think
a
this-
sticky point there. Big round of applause for Paul and for our spotters there.
That's-
Great catch.
That's a tough one,
Got
but don't
another
worry,
attempt
this guy
there to go.
so resilient. I
We
don't
are
think
now
that's going
on
to phase
to
him. He'll come out
third
for another go
attempt
at that.
to the last squat.
I think he will. I think he'll get himself hyped up, get himself into a sort of flow state. Come back and show us how it's done. All right, Ian Murray, third attempt at 150, needs this to stay in the competition. Of course, if he is not successful, he can continue in the competition, but he will not be able to place or total. He can continue for his own PBs, for his own enjoyment,
Yeah.
but it would mean that he is out of the rankings for the competition if he's not successful.
Just needs to sink it all the way down.
The bar is loaded for
It's
Ian
now or never,
Murray.
Ian. Let's see
get
this.
behind him. He needs this to stay in the competition. You've got this, Ian.
Yeah, we're cheering him on.
Let's sink this, Ian.
It's very hard when you're wearing the headphones not to scream, not to shout, not to tell him to
Just
sink
need
it.
to sink it.
We
Come
do not
on.
want to be blowing up the microphone or indeed your ears when you're watching, but
We will reserve ourselves.
athletes, people in the crowd, shout them on.
Come on, Ian. Come on. It was
He
better.
gets to
Was
the
it
top.
enough?
What do our referees have to say?
Oh, he's got it.
Oh, I'm
It's in the bag.
delighted. I'm delighted for him. That's fantastic. What a comeback.
And 3 white lights, you know?
And 3 white lights.
Unchallengeable.
Followed by Mike McQuaid and then Colin Ranson. Adrian taking a
That was a
10
blood
kilo
pressure
jump
PB
here
for
from
me.
his second.
Yep. Yeah. Take a quick opportunity to give a shout out as well, in some detail, to
Bar
our
is
gold
loaded for
sponsor,
Adrian
Granite
White.
Charlie. As Adrian comes out here
Let's
for
go,
170 kilos for a third attempt.
Last squat here, Adrian. Let's get after it.
To be honest with you, looking so good. Great doubt amongst us here watching.
Well,
this is gonna go
fingers
well.
crossed, touch Harry Woods. And I think you were right.
And that is
There's even more in the tank
left and 3 white lights.
So I believe,
175 kilos now for Mike McQuaid.
yeah, I believe. So Granite Charlie deal in the business of Microsoft Business Software. So if you are a business owner, or indeed if you're in the public sector as well, they're your guys when it comes to Dynamics 365 and Power Platforms. And so it's Ron
Bars
Payne,
loaded
of
for Mike
course,
McQuaid.
part of that organisation and kindly sponsoring today's lifting.
Mike McQuaid coming out for 175 kilos. That is a milestone weight because it is 3 red plates on the bar.
Yeah. I mean, this is the thing. It's so nice to see, I suppose because it's that championship level competition, it's so nice to see everybody compete at such a high level. Some
Absolutely.
really, really good lifters in Scotland. Cool.
Pushing themselves. And Mike grinds through
Sticks with
the
it.
second point and
Get 3 white lights, that's a good lift.
gets 3 white lights.
215
Goes
kilos for
3 for 3
Colin
at the
Ranson
Masters
up next.
Championships. Colin Ranson. He's taken a 10 kilo jump from his second, which of course was his previous PB.
Yeah.
So he's looking to extend that by 10 kilos. And you know what, based on the second, I think that is a good selection.
I think he's there, you know. Yeah, Colin's a strong guy. I don't think this is going to pose him any great issues.
Bars loaded for Colin Ranson. Third squat time. Let's go, Colin.
A round of applause as he
Let's finish this strong here, Colin. Come on.
I think he looks like he knows he's got it in him. Do you know?
You've
do you know how
got
we
to
can
believe.
tell?
You've got to believe in yourself. That's half the battle.
And I think you can honestly see it in somebody quite often if they're like, nah, I've got this. Or indeed,
On the
maybe
contrary, yes.
Not. But I'm pretty sure this is going to be just like the others. Big brace. Clearly dead.
Oh, wow.
Stands
That's a beautiful looking
I was
third
saying it was
attempt
going to be
for
work, but I don't think that was.
Well, Mark Fulton calling that an RP6. Next thing we know. Yeah,
Brilliant
that's
stuff
quality.
there. Brilliant.
Quality.
Well done, Colin.
Yeah, I mean, I think the man's got 225 maybe in him. On a good day, if he tries really hard. I mean,
His next competition, I'm sure we'll see that. Now, we're back round to Ron. I don't think he's coming out for this.
Bars
Yeah.
loaded. We will run
wonder
down the
if
clock
Ron has
again
just felt
for
that
1
that
minute.
opener was
And
enough
then
for
we will
him.
have
Well,
James
I
Wilson.
did hear him say on his
Paul
opener, he
Walker.
did say the infamous one and done. So maybe
One
he's
and
just
done.
here to get a QT, or maybe it just wasn't feeling great today. Maybe an injury, we don't know. We don't
Well,
know.
we are
But
running
in
down
any
the clock.
case,
Now,
we're
please get a
running
round
down
of
the
applause
clock.
for our spotters, loaders,
No,
all
I know
our
Ron's dealt with
clock
injuries in
crew, all
the
of our
past.
referees and
No idea if that's the
volunteers.
case here, but it's always
Most
wise
of our committee
to
actually were lifting today
sort
and
of
still
have
managed
a
to
cautious
referee.
approach because you've got
Could
all
not,
day
of course, do
to
any of
post
these
a big total.
competitions without any of you.
I'll use this opportunity very quickly to also shout out Paisley Barbell, who are the silver sponsor for today's competition. Paisley Barbell, obviously a powerlifting club based indeed in this very gym down on Clark Street in Paisley, Anvil Strength Gym. It's an open club for anyone who wants to come and join, members of all levels, all ages, all
that is
of course male
time.
and female, and
Final
support you on your
squats
powerlifting journey
of
basically,
the
all the way
day.
from your very first competition in the club comp
255
perhaps
kilos
to
going off the
international
bar for
competition.
James Wilson.
So maybe if you are sitting at home watching this and you're interested in powerlifting and you're local to the area,
I could I mean I only started powerlifting because of my good wife Amy, but Amy found out about
Bar
PB.
is loaded
Paisley
for
Barbell and-
James Wilson.
Well, here's an example of it on the platform right now. Big James.
James Wilson, 255 kilos for his third attempt. He's been looking very comfortable today.
Honestly, James has been looking rapid. I'd say his first two were like not miles off a warm up. They were so quick. And that,
Well done,
And
James.
with strength in the tank.
He's smiling there.
Good lift for
So
James
facile.
Wilson.
flip's sake. It's
Final squat of the day. It comes from
it's a
Paul
PB,
Walker.
in
It's
fact, as well, I believe.
290 kilos.
2.5 kilo PB.
Well, what a brilliant way to get a PB and make it look like an
Every
RP6.
single
So,
person
I'm thinking in
get
the next
behind Paul as
competition.
he comes out for another
260,
attempt at
265,
this.
267. You know, that was just so easy. But
here we go. It is the last squat of the Masters Championship 2024. It belongs to Paul Walker. He's coming out for another crack at 290 kilos.
Bar is
Let's
loaded for
get
Paul
behind him.
Walker.
Everyone in the room is. I hope everyone at home is.
You've got this, Paul. Let's get it done, Paul.
looking like he's in a bit of a
You get
focused
after this, Paul.
headspace right
Stay
here.
with this. Come on.
He's got one job to do at this moment in time, and it is to stand this weight up.
100%. Everyone
Come
in the
on,
room rooting for him.
Let's go, Paul. Come on.
Brings it down.
Just
Not quite there today. He gets himself on the board with his opener of 270, but just not quite there today. But what a good showman there. Fist bumps to the platform crew for catching him.
In 10 minutes.
And that
Absolutely.
rounds off the squats for the day.
A 10-minute timer.
Exactly. Such a good effort to come out and just have a go at it, feel it, have another go at it.
We're going to take a
and just
10-minute break.
I think he can hold his head up high there and see he's really gone toe to toe with that and proved his mettle. So
absolutely.
good man. Now we've got a 10-minute break before bench. They've obviously got to get the bench set up, put it into the rack, and give the lifters a chance to have a wee moment.
A wee breather.
It's an
Get a wee
intense
breather
time.
for the volunteers as well, ourselves included. So
It's good to tuck into some green beans now.
will you enjoy that? We'll be back in about 9.5 minutes for the bench session.
5 kilos.
And we are back for the bench press for today's, I think this is flight C.
The bar
First
is
flight of this
loaded
afternoon's bench press.
for
With
Steve
Stephen
Coates.
Coates coming out here for a 45 kilo opener.
Nice and clear, Steve.
Joined again by Kirsty here, who's just donning the headphones.
Just getting myself settled. Hello, hello.
How you doing? Right. I'm out of coffee.
Oh no.
That was my big chance, and I've missed it anyway. That is a big old quality pause there, and
That's a good lift, 3 white lights. 85 kilos on the bar for Jim Shedden, followed by Neil Dyson and then Michael Pereira.
this man knows how to move weight in his professional and in his sporting lives. Jim Shedden now looking quite happy as he comes out for his opening bench of 85 kilos.
Jim Shedden is sporting a smile at a competition.
Bars loaded.
Jim Shedden is sporting a
Shedden.
smile. This
Let's
is
go, Jim.
this is unheard of. No, just kidding.
Jim Shedden, another stoic,
Oh,
stoic
100%.
man. Coming out for 85 kilos. Hopefully makes light work of this.
He's got those long deadlifter arms, but do you know, easy, pretty easy.
Nice easy looking opener there. Yeah, good lift, 3 white
Moves that
lights.
well.
Nice 2.5 now for Neil Dyson.
Moving on now to Neil Dyson, who's coming out for a 92.5 kilo opener. Again, Neil in the under 93 class, weighing in at 89.7 kilos today, and so he's got plenty
Bar
of
is
space
loaded
to play
for
with there.
Neil,
Hopefully
Michael
didn't have
and
to do
Alan,
any
get ready.
horrible cutting protocols to make weight today, but
No, if he did, that would be quite a fair drop under what he needed. So we'll assume he just sits comfortably there.
get those Wilks going. But anyway, here he comes for his opener. Any control to the chest. Lovely.
Just struggled a wee bit on the lockout there, but I think that was more out of control
And
rather
that
than
is
anything
Iggy
else.
Lifts. Next up, we
when you
have
get kind of
95
close grip benchers, obviously there's a bit longer to go and there's a bit more tricep work.
Pereira.
We have a
This
record
is a
attempt
Scottish
on
M3
Michael's
bench record attempt.
Man's already got one.
This
Why not
record
go for
has
two?
stood since
and actually
2016.
looking ahead to deadlifts, it
No one
looks
has
like
broken
he's
it
opening on a
in 8
record for
years.
deadlift
Michael
as
is trying to
well.
break it on his
So
opener.
Michael is
The
looking for
clean
a
sweep.
clean sweep.
I was speaking to Michael just there, who informed me that he literally was laid up in bed with COVID 2 weeks ago, out of
Wow.
commission. So, and he said he was like totally wiped out by it. So to be here today taking records, like,
Bar is loaded
That's
for
a
Michael.
testament
Let's get
to a
behind him.
quality
Scottish
lifter.
record
It is.
attempt here.
He's got 95.5, looking to break a record which I believe has stood since 2016.
yeah.
And I think he's done it.
Gets it to the top. What do our referees have to say?
And it's a good lift and a new Scottish M3 record for Michael.
Pereira.
2 today. Can he get the
3?
3?
Alan Keir. Be followed by
I mean,
Rio
to be
and
honest,
Ben.
it's going so well. How
It
could you
is.
say otherwise?
It is going so well. And you know, he's loaded the record for his deadlift opener, so all
Bars
roads
loaded for
point to
Alan.
yes.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We've got Alan coming out here. Doesn't want to hand out. And he's setting himself up for a 100 kilo opener.
Nice number to open on. Nice
Good, isn't
round.
it? Yeah, 2
3
plate.
digits,
Ah.
2 plate. Obviously we load things a little bit differently in comp, so in the gym you might be loading your 2 blues. Here it looks a little bit different because of the plate loading that we use.
Yeah. With the collars, of course, weighing 2.5 each on either side.
And that looked nice and easy.
And that is a good lift for Alan.
It's always
125
an interesting thing to
kilos
observe
on
when
bar.
the energy
In
in the
fact, our
room
next 3
doesn't
lifters
like
are all going to
it doesn't like become worse. It just naturally kind of like ebbs. You know?
It ebbs, and it always normally ebbs on bench,
Jim.
which I
Exactly.
do understand because, you know, it's the most technical out of the three lifts, I would say. The lifter has to focus. You don't normally see people getting
Bars
really
loaded for
hyped
Rio.
for bench.
Exactly.
It's
It's not so much of a help, is it? You know?
no,
Um,
because you have to lie down at the end of the day, like.
pretty much. Pretty much.
And trust me, having been on MC multiple times throughout my time in SP, it's quite hard to get the crowd hyped up for bench. So I
It's
think
the
you
wee
just
lie
let
down
them be.
before deadlift,
Of course,
according to
it's a
some.
wee break. Here we have Rion. He's going for 125, two
Yeah.
plates, two red plates, and yeah, makes that look pretty easy. And it looks like his brother is coming out for the same weight,
Same weight class, same age class. Pretty well.
same family.
Yeah.
Let's go, Ben.
Nice opener here. He's getting himself in position on the bench. It's quite a good sticky bench, that Alico one.
It is, and most lifters put a decent whack of chalk on their back as well, just to prevent any sliding as well.
Looking good, looking good. Yeah, a bit of effort, bit of a
And
push
that is
required
a
there,
lift.
but it's
Can someone
solid.
please hit the remote
Nonetheless,
control
gets it-
that's sitting there? Just
gets
press
it to
the
the
OK
top.
button. So that, there we go, thank you. 125 kilos stays on the bar
Anthony
now for
Obliging is
Jim
there on the TV.
Whitehouse. He'll be followed by Mark Fulton, and then we're into second attempts.
Yeah, our spotters and loaders,
Bars
they're
loaded
doing a
for
great
Jim.
job supporting the
Let's go,
SPG
Jim.
logo. Okay, so here's Jim. Jim Whitehouse opening 125 kilos as well. Nice support
The-
crew in the back there.
A very young support crew. It's nice. It's nice. Maybe these are the new generation of powerlifters being inspired today.
Yeah. There we go.
Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff.
And
They love
that
it.
is a good
Super.
lift.
Very
nice
White
to
lights
see.
there for
Refs
Jim.
love it too. 3 white lights.
142
You know, I had a little
right
moment
down
earlier
on
when I
the
was
bar
refereeing
now for
myself. I
Mark
got a bit
Fulton.
emotional actually because there was some young children in the crowd
After
imitating the
Mark, we head
referee.
into second
And I
attempts.
thought that's just so nice, and I just allowed myself to think for a moment they
Bars
could grow up
loaded
to
for
be
Mark.
referees themselves.
Maybe
Maybe this is the start of
Get it
you know
going.
inspiring younger people into the sport, which would be
Definitely.
lovely.
It's one of the beauties of the sport, though, that the people in every age category can help those below it to have that
Yeah.
inspiration and that insight. And yeah, everyone supports everyone. That's 100% what this is about. It's what Paisley Barbell's about. Speaking of which, Mr. Paisley Barbell coming for a 142.5 kilo opener. Man's a good bencher and he's proven
wow,
that.
Yeah. Biggest
Nice
opener
shot,
of
looking opener
the
there from
flight, and he
Mark.
makes
That
light
is a
work
good
of it.
lift. Into
Yeah.
second
Unbothered,
attempts
unfussed
now.
about that.
Stephen Coates,
Yeah.
coming out
Biggest
for
opener.
47.5.
And aside from the
Followed
under
by
74s,
Jim Shedden
lowest
and then
body
Neil
weight.
Dyson.
Ah, good observation.
You know, man, see, we've seen Mark obviously competing a lot internationally over the years. But if I'm right in saying, I think this is his first Scottish powerlifting competition in quite some time.
I think
On home
in-
soil, as it were.
I don't want to confirm, but I think potentially 2 years, couple of years for
Bars loaded
Mark.
for Stephen Coates.
Yeah. Here comes Stephen now. Back to the start of the flight. Stephen taking a 2.5 kilo jump. 47.5 kilos on the bar. Yep.
Stay nice and patient with that
Bit of
bench
a-
press. What did he
a
get
fight,
from
or
our
not
referee?
to
Yeah,
fight,
we got
but
three
a
white
grinder.
flags. Thank you.
Yeah, some work.
19
Some
No.
work,
kilos
that's the
time
word
for
I'm
Jim
looking
Shedden.
for. But he gets it up. 3 white
Followed by
lights,
Neil
and that's
Dyson
on the
and
board
Michael
as well.
Pereira.
Another 2.5 kilos towards his total.
Yep. Jim coming out now. Big smiley Jim.
Big
Doesn't
smiley
know how to
Jim.
keep all the smiles in. Yeah, Jim coming out now. Cheeky wee bit of salts on the side there. You can't see that on the
Bars
live stream, but all
loaded.
the athletes come out from the left of your screen from the warm-up area that runs all the way down the room down there, and that's where you chalk up and get ready.
Come on, Jim.
Jim now coming out from there for a 90 kilo second, so he's added 5 kilos to his first attempt, which was fairly easy, so I don't think this is going to pose too much of an issue.
Oh, just hits a wee sticking point there. Wonder if he's
Not
lost the
able to
line on the way up.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Next up, 97.5
Hard to
kilos
tell
on
from
the
this
bar for
angle,
Neil
and of
Dyson.
course-
Oh, it's always hard to tell, and
Everyone benches different, so one person's optimum line is not the other person's.
Because I might be wrong in saying this, but I observe the fact that obviously nobody does it perfectly mathematically straight, right?
No,
I
of
don't
course.
think everyone's optimum line would be straight, even if they
No,
could. You
I
know?
don't think so. It depends on where you place your hands, the
Yeah.
length of your
Bars
arm,
loaded.
How
Neil
cocked your wrist
Dyson.
is, you
Yep.
know, and
shoulder mobility. You know,
Neil.
there's so many different factors.
yeah. This is. I say all this to excuse my somewhat diagonal bar path for the bench.
Listen,
press.
I bench back. I bench way back.
Up and back, bench it up, you know. Anyway, so we've got Neil here, having taken a 5 kilo jump for his second attempt.
97.5. Let's
Start
see how this
command.
moves.
Press command. Oh, okay, there we had a wee sticking point, but aside from that,
Wonder
Right.
if
A
it'll
bit
get
work to
called.
do,
I
he's
don't
stuck
think.
with it.
oh.
Unfortunately, that is a no left
Is
two
that the
blues
rack
for
command?
the
Maybe he's
downward
been missed.
movement.
So the blue lights you can see
Next
there
up,
are for downward
Michael
movement.
Pereira
The
broke the Scottish
yellow,
M3
from the
bench
side
record on his
bit
opener
is
with
likely to be butt
95.5.
lift.
He's looking
Right,
to push it up now to
Something that
around
only really the side referees can see,
100
obviously.
kilos.
And a lot of the time when you
Bar
get a yellow
is
card
loaded for
on bench,
Michael.
it is
Come
a
on, Michael,
positional
let's see
change.
it.
yeah,
Michael's looking to extend his newly set M3 bench record.
I mean, how good is that? Laid
What
up
a
ill,
good position to be
coming
in.
back, extending records. This man. 2 plate. Up it comes.
Really sticks with that. Grinds it through to the top. Referees.
That is a
Yeah, there we go.
Scottish record.
Big smile.
Very much
All
so.
going well in the
On
Michael
his
Camp.
third attempt.
So about 15 minutes ago, there was a bench record of the M3s that stood for 8 years, and now today it's been extended by 5 kilos before the third attempts. So
Does that mean he's in the record books twice?
it does. He's broke the record twice today.
Bars loaded.
Three
Multiple
times.
times.
Sorry, 3 times if we count the
Yeah.
squat. Well done,
Yeah.
Michael. 107.5 for Alan Keir.
One of our under 74 guys in the M1 age category. Yeah, just thinking there, Michael handling himself as well, I believe, coming over with his wee attempts.
Yes, yes.
He can do it all, can't he? Oh man, it's a tough thing as well if you've been having rough run up, you know, a rough prep. Come out here on your own, showing that character, that's just quality.
Alan makes light work of that. I think.
And that's a good left, 3 white lights.
Yeah. Easy and routine.
130 kilos.
And as well,
now.
I mean, it's a 7.5 kilo jump for the bench press.
That can be significant, yeah.
Well, it can be. It certainly can. I mean, he's clearly in that at that level of strength, and that's just good quality. Going through the gears, first attempt, second attempt, third. I'm not sure
Bars
exactly what to say. I
loaded
think he's
for
close there.
Rio.
Taking an attempt, a third attempt off of him. Come and tell us, and we will then tell you.
Now, for the next 3 lifters, we've got 130 on the bar. First up is Rion Jaskowiak, to be followed by Ben Jaskowiak, and then Jim Whitehouse.
Yeah, all in the same weight and age class,
Yep.
with the same second attempts. Who wore it best?
Now, I would honestly say that moved better than Rio's first.
And that's a
I think
good
he's in the
left, 3
groove
white
now.
lights.
This is it.
136
He's
on
almost
the
like
bar for
getting
Ben
better through the
Jaskowiak.
comp,
Yeah.
you know?
Bars
That is a
loaded.
good sign.
Jim, get
Yeah.
ready.
Now, there would be a battle for bench press gold here if
Go
we
Ben.
had individual medals at Scottish Powerlifting, which we don't currently, but you still get the bragging rights, I'd say, to say you
Which
came
are
first in a certain
significant
event.
in
Which
the
are
PB
significant.
ranks.
You don't need a medal to say that you are
Yeah.
the best on the day.
Yeah, come and join Paisley Barbell so you can then have a bit
Gain
of
some
social
competitive
fencing.
edge.
Yeah, exactly.
Now we've got Ben Jaskowiak here, 130 again.
Yeah. Putting a bit of effort into that. It's tough. Oh.
It's hit a sticking point and just beginning
No
to go
lift,
down.
unfortunately.
Centre ref has asked for it to
Get
be
that
racked.
locked out.
Which is smart. To be fair, when you hit that
Whitehouse.
sticking point on your second, you probably just want to let it go and preserve your energy for the
Let's
third.
go, Jim.
Because as you've seen, there is a chance that you get it on your third. I mean, it's by no means the end of the story if you miss
No.
your second.
130 for Jim. Jim Whitehouse, of course, being the lifter with the fan club in the audience.
Yeah. We've got cries from young kids. You could do this. Come
Doesn't
on, Jim.
that just melt your heart?
And he certainly can do it. Oh my goodness.
It's strong. What do our referees have to say? That is a new lift for Jim Whitehouse.
And I like to think that the cheers from the crowd gave him that extra wee bit of edge to lift that.
100%. Yeah. Rousing his kind of familial instinct there. Just kind of give us a bit of quality.
And then
Well
we
done.
will head into third attempts.
Mark Fulton, 150.
Bars loaded.
Now that is a
Mark.
decent bench press.
I mean, yeah. We've got to bear in mind as well that he'll get a point score here based on not just the weight lifted but also his body weight, which is quite low for this weight class, of course.
Puts him at an advantage.
100%, yeah. So I mean, he's lifting heavier weights than everyone else at a lower body weight. It's going to lead to some nice points. Just imagine. He knows what he's doing. Sporting the OG singlet as well.
The OG
Touch of
singlet
class.
before the logo was upgraded.
You've got it, Mark.
And OG Addy Power shoes.
That's
as
the
well.
one, yeah. That is looking pretty good. Locks it out.
Just slows down a bit as the weight moves into the triceps, but he
And
gets
that
it.
is a good lift.
Tricep obviously
We are
being the
into
muscle
third
that
attempt
extends the elbow. So you know
for
you've got
Group
the
C,
off the chest,
last bench
you've got the
of
oomph coming
day.
from the pecs or whatever.
Pecs,
Other
bit of
bits,
shoulder.
bit of shoulder,
Yeah.
bit of
Followed
lockout.
by Jim Shedden and then Neil Dyson.
It's mainly tricep.
You're looking for that tricep extension, and sometimes it fails you.
Well,
Sometimes it fails you, but
yeah,
not for Mark in this instance.
not for Mark. And I think he's taking a 2.5 kilo jump there, which, to be honest, is about right.
I think that's smart.
Looking like work. I mean, even for Mark, it's looking like work. And
Bars
also,
loaded
he's got that
for
deadlift to come.
Stephen
He's got to
Cole.
keep those
Exactly.
nice thumbs in good nick. You know.
I think the thing as well with the 2.5 kilo jump, if you don't get it, you've not actually lost anything really. It's the maximum jump. The minimum jump that you can take unless you're looking to break a record at a championship.
Yeah.
So you've really got no other choice. You take it or you don't, and if you don't get it, you've not lost anything.
Exactly.
Material.
I actually love the mentality that some lifters adopt where they'll even just leave an attempt. Like we saw Ron doing that earlier, and honestly, there we go, a bit of a battle here.
Catch from the spotters
Stephen.
there.
Just
Just a little bit
unfortunately
too
not
heavy. A big
there
round
on
of
the day for
applause for
Stephen.
Stephen Coates.
Sorry, we were talking over what was actually quite a dramatic lift.
On the bar.
No, apologies
For
to Stephen.
Jim
But
Shedden.
the mentality there that you've seen with Ron, where he's going,
Missed
that is
this
enough for
on
me.
his second.
That squat is all I want to do today. I do not feel particularly like I've got a lot
Coming
more,
in
maybe,
together
or
on
there's
his
other reasons I
third
don't know.
attempt.
But he'll take that, and he's
Yeah.
saved so much energy as compared to his rivals or
He's
the other
saved
people
the
in the flight.
energy. He's not got himself caught up on getting a PB every time, getting a PB total. Sometimes it's not about that. Sometimes
Bars
it's
loaded.
getting
Come
through
on,
the
Jim.
club.
Let's go.
It's getting a QT.
Yeah, do it now, Jim. Let's see it.
You know, not everybody competes for the sole reason of maxing out.
What? Really? No, no, indeed.
Hot take.
Exactly.
Jim Shedden coming out for another crack at 90 after missing it on his second. Let's see it, Jim. Come on.
Oh,
Talk about bringing it back.
easy.
And that is a good lift.
Ah, look at that.
Great recovery there.
He's not cracking a smile, which means he's happy. If he seems smiling, it means he's actually sad.
97.5 kilos on the
So,
bar for
well
Neil
done to Jim.
Dyson.
That was a
That was
really
quality.
good
Also
comeback.
ran
That
into
was
a bit
really
of trouble
good.
with this
Again,
on his second.
what have we said multiple times today? A
But
bad
he is gonna
second or
get
a failed
this on
second
his
doesn't mean a
third
failed
attempt. The bar
third.
is
It's
loaded,
been
Neil.
proven today again, you know. Never
don't.
give up.
Come on,
give
Neil,
up.
let's get after it.
Speaking of never giving up, here comes Neil, who also failed his second, but yeah, come on. I think he's got it. I think he's got it.
Lights a bit of fire, doesn't it? You're like, oh, I need to get this. I've got another chance.
Exactly.
Wow.
Perfect.
That looked to be more
That's
like
what we're
it.
talking
You
about.
left three
And I'm
white
telling
lights
you, you know,
getting
if it hadn't been for that
there.
second, we'd have clearly seen this
Michael
guy breaking his
Pereira is
PB.
up
You know,
next.
that
We know what
was.
that means. That means
There was more
we
there.
have yet
But that's good. He has
another
got that number on the board.
Scottish record attempt. Not content with
Here he
100
is, the
kilos,
man of the
he is
day.
jumping
The
up
man
to
of the day, for sure.
105.
He's taking the record book and tearing it up page by
To
page.
extend the original record by 10
Literally
kilos. The bar is
rewriting
loaded
that
for
history
Michael
is Michael
Pereira.
Pereira coming out to look for another 5 kilos. Now he's
got
already
this,
extended it by
Michael.
5 kilos. If he gets this, he'll extend it by 10 kilos. And given how long the previous record stood for, it makes it quite hard to catch.
Yeah.
Come on, Michael. A bit too heavy.
Just a
Oh,
little
yeah.
bit too heavy, unfortunately.
But you know what? He can't be
Still
mad.
leads with the record
Can't be
today.
mad at
Round of
that.
applause there for Michael.
And again, he's been wise. He's not tried to lie there for like 5, 6, 7 seconds, grinding his head off at it. He's just taking that, and that's fine.
Followed by
That's fine.
Ben
Michael
Rio
Pereira
and
with an enjoyable Instagram handle. Pereira Rocher.
Pereira Rocher. Fantastic, isn't
Bars
it?
loaded for Alan here. Come on, Alan.
Here comes Alan Keir, taking a 5 kilo jump. 112.5 kilos. I would add that we've now got the opening deadlift for everybody in. We've got some spicy numbers going on in there. That's looking.
It's moving. I think it's just
got
hit a
stuck.
sticking point
Just run
there.
a little bit of gas there. Round of applause
Very
for
good
Alan.
effort.
Just running out of a wee bit of gas.
130 kilos now for Ben Justovia.
But to be honest with you, again, it's
Missed
that thing
it
where the
on
jump is
a
not
second,
huge.
coming
He's
out
not done one of those things
back
where you
out on
open
his third
really
for
light and then it's
Rio,
like, oh, I missed my
Jim and Mark.
second. I'm like in a bit of difficulty here. You know, that was just fine. I think Alan one of
Bars loaded for Ben.
3 under 74s in this flight here.
this
I
time.
believe he's currently just trying to do a bit of maths. Yeah, I think he's leading that class.
Yes,
So-
I believe so.
Yeah.
Ben here, taking another stab at 130.
We've said it before, we'll say it again. It's not impossible.
It's not impossible.
He's got the power of Ralph Gamba, his handler. Oh, it's moving. Oh, I think it's.
I think it was maybe just too much today. And you know what? Them's are the breaks sometimes that happens.
Do you know what? An honest fail is not anything to be ashamed of. Do you know what I mean? That's what powerlifting's about. Find your limits.
And find your limits.
That's why he's here. So
And
good on him for
Bars loaded
trying.
for Rio.
Find your limits and
Come on, Rio.
continually push them, but not always in the context of one comp. You come back better.
Yeah. So if Rio gets this, he'll be totaling 655.
Yes, I believe so. Yeah.
That being based on.
I think so. Don't quote me on that. I
Right,
couldn't.
we'll know for sure in a minute. Oh goodness, but that does put my whisker ahead of Mark, and Rio's also opening heavier.
He
Oh,
is also hit a sticking
Just
point.
run out of gas there, unfortunately.
No, so 655 is his total as it
135
stands.
stays
right enough
on
it
the
is.
bar.
Right.
For
So
next lifter, Jim Whitehouse.
just
No more
missed
changes
that.
to
It wasn't by
openers.
much, but he's a bit frustrated
She
with
said that
that.
about a minute ago, but
Next time. But
nobody listens. Bar is loaded.
there we are. So
For Jim
we've got Rio on
Whitehouse,
655,
135
Mark on 642.5 at this point. So even if Mark gets his third, he's still 10 kilos behind,
yeah.
and Rio's opening heavier on deadlift. So unless we've got a miracle third pull from the King of Hook, could be going Rio's way, you know.
I think it'll still be close
It will
anyway.
be close.
Jim Whitehouse, 135 kilos for his third attempt. Listen to the cheers from the crowd. He's got everyone
Takes his
behind
place.
him.
Yep, that is. The crowd
Gets
erupts.
it to the top referees. 3
Oh, delightful.
Good lift.
It's a
What a
lovely
good
moment.
Jim
show.
Whitehouse.
A hug from his
bench
coach.
press of
Happy
Group C
audience
comes from
over
Mark
there.
Fulton.
And a good
And again,
show from
I think
Jim.
that's a 15 kilo PB.
He's
Well,
coming out for
that's nothing to be sniffed at.
152.5
To put it politely.
kilos.
Yeah, exactly.
Bar is loaded
And,
for Mark Fulton. Let's finish
Having
the
already hit
soccer.
150, he's now going for
Let's get your head in
152.
this, Mark. You've got this.
This is obviously a PB for Mark again. PB number 2. 7.5 kilos on top of his previous best of 145.
He's looking to close that gap between him and Rion. An extra 2.5 kilos would help with that.
Takes brace. Oh, he's pushing. I think he's got it.
Well, that was a bigger fight as you can get, and he gets the lift.
Lights and a
3
good
white
lift.
lights. You must applaud. You must
Good
applaud the
grinder.
effort there.
Oh,
The
flipping
effort
heck.
and the strength.
Yeah. Rio's
Next up, we're
having a
moving
wee bit of
straight into flight
a wee
D.
grin in the back going, oh, man's got the
Ian
bench, but
Murray will be our first
he had the
lifter.
squat,
He's
so-
coming out for 70 kilos.
And
And
on to
all
flight
comes
D.
down
Wade
to
and Colin
the
Ranson.
deadlift.
as always,
Doing a quick swap over of our platform
see some
crew and our
fireworks here.
referees.
We're moving into flight D, our smallest flight of the day. 7 lifters competing here from a range of weight classes.
yeah, it has to be borne in mind with a small flight like this. The lifters get less of a break between lifts, which when you're dealing with your, top end weights and your level of strength, it's quite tough. The longer you
Yeah.
get, the better. Like there's, short of it being like 20 minutes or something.
Yes,
it's not
yeah.
actually like the longer the better really for a break. So
But
these
when
guys are
you're
gonna have.
when you're dealing with these percentages, in training, you probably would be wanting to take about a 10-minute break. They
Yeah.
won't get that luxury today.
Afraid not. Afraid not.
But that is just sometimes the conditions that you have to meet under comp.
That's it. You can't always decide that, I'm afraid. But we've got Ian Murray starting on a 70 kilo bench press. Ian, who heroically got that third squat to stay in the competition and post what I believe is his first.
I actually saw Ian come up to the table with a hip slip change just before the flight started. And I heard him say not taking any chances, so I don't know whether he's maybe lowered that just to be safe, because that moved very easily.
Yeah, that looked like something he's pretty comfortable with.
Yeah. So I think that was a smart choice. If you've had a scare earlier in the day, it's never a bad idea to just secure yourself.
Because
Mike McQuaid.
powerlifting is a mind game
Oh, yes.
as well as a physical game. It's like the two collide because it's so. I'm going to use a phrase here, maybe inaccurately, but I believe it's correct. Neuromuscular.
Yes.
where
I see what you mean by that.
It's
yeah.
like the impulse from your nervous system to deploy force, like the maximum amount of force possible, obviously, on your third attempt. But
Now we've got
you've
Mike
got to be in the right
here.
headspace.
It
Be like
seems
Mike.
that Mike is in the right headspace, making light work of a
And
115
that's a
kilo
good
opener.
lift.
Quality.
Next up, Colin
I like to see that as well. A wee ring on the chain round the neck.
Yes,
The wee Frodo Baggins. Love that. Yeah.
we like to see lifters bring a little bit of character to their lifting
Bars
gear.
loaded.
It's like
you
any
can-
Let's go,
sport. Like,
Colin.
the clothes you wear, the apparel you've got, the kit, it's all regulated for fairness reasons.
Yes.
But those wee flourishes, extra things. I remember when Amy went out to do Uni Worlds, she had the saltire on the
I
on the
remember that.
fingernails.
I was there. Yeah, I
Yes.
remember that.
From days of yore.
Oh,
But
what a throwback.
yeah,
Colin Ranson, 125, the 2 red plates, and looking good. Looking good, I would
Easy
say.
peasy. Yep.
Good lift, 3 white legs.
135 kilos,
now for
James Wilson.
To be followed by Adrian White.
Now, just based on what you were saying there, I remember the quote I always go by, if you tell yourself you can't, you can't.
Bars loaded for
That's
James
about it, isn't
Wilson.
it?
Yeah, I think that's it. Like, you've got to have a belief in yourself, and nothing gives you belief like good training. So,
Go, James.
performances are predicted by training. And talking about training having been going well, here's a man whose training.
Well,
has been
you
going
will have
very
seen
well.
this firsthand, having trained in the same gym, I'm sure.
This guy, the way it just flies around with this guy. As you can see, Slow down.
There's no resistance there. That's straight up.
Yep.
Moved so quick I didn't even finish my bit of my sandwich. 3 white lights and a good lift.
That's
And,
our
I think-
speaker not even getting a chance to take a bite to eat.
135.
I think we're gonna see here
137.5 for
James Wilson.
Adrian White up next.
with a 147.5 comp bench PB,
Bars
but
loaded.
with that is like theory. That's like that's not his actual PB. Is what I'm trying to say. Come on, we all know he's got more than that tank, and I hope we see that today because
Well, he's gone for 145 on the second, so creeping closer to that, and then maybe
just pip it maybe.
150.
I was going to say 155.
Oh,
but hey,
you were going straight over.
Adrian White. A 137 bench, a good bench. Off.
Very good bench.
I think that's the quickest of the whole flight.
I would
That's
say
a good
so,
lift, 3 white
yeah.
lights.
Yeah.
100
Attacks that well.
Man's a hell of a unit, isn't he?
Now for Ron Kane,
And here comes
followed by
Ron.
Paul Walker, and then we'll be
160.
into second attempt.
Ron of Granite Charlie.
Ron of Granite Charlie Limited,
Our gold sponsor.
our gold sponsor for this
Bars
event.
loaded for Ron. Let's go, Ron.
Here comes Ron there, always looking composed. Nice snap of the belt there. In the zone.
You can tell that he is in his own space, his own mind when he comes onto the platform.
And Ron here is opening at 10 kilos under his PB. And for a big guy, oh my goodness.
That was easy.
Oh my goodness.
No two ways
Strong.
about that.
That is
See
a
a
good
preview
lift,
today.
3 white lights.
That is nice to see.
Next up, 170 kilos for Paul Walker.
Our final opener of, well, the entire championship actually,
Yep.
belongs to Paul Walker.
Paul, again with the heaviest weight
Bars
of the
loaded
day,
for Paul.
I think.
Come on,
Yep.
Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think any of the women were benching 170. Not quite yet.
No, I'll give him a few comps yet, you know. We'll see that. But Paul sporting a nice all black E7
All black
kit
everything.
today, yeah. Yep. Yeah, I mean, a handout at that weight is probably about right, I think.
I'd say that's fair.
Yeah, that is looking good.
Again,
Another
you
looking
can
over there
just
for
you
Paul.
can just tell when the lifter. You can tell when there's just
Ian
no
Money's up
resistance.
next.
It's just
Yeah.
going up. The muscles are firing the exact way they're meant to be firing.
Yeah.
They're not stressed about it. It's an
Yeah.
easy weight for them. The bar just moves so smoothly through that range of motion.
Exactly. I mean, that's everybody got their opener as well, which is quite a nice thing
It's
to
a
see.
nice thing to see a column of green. We don't like to see the reds in there because that's when the anxiety starts.
In fact, as I look
Bars
back,
loaded for
there was
Ian.
quite a lot of 3-for-3 squatters
There was.
in this flight, so
4 out of 7.
now I believe here Ian 72.5.
We're into the second attempts already. This is the thing with the short flights. It goes rapid, and that's not normally something you can say about bench.
Yeah.
Oh, now
Well-
Ian has just moved his head. That is the only thing I would call about that.
And that is a good lift, 2
The
to
centre
1.
ref has
Yellow
clocked
card
it.
from our centre ref. I think his head came off the bench.
Ah.
Just needs to make
Just
sure
been
that
called out.
stays.
The centre ref clocked
Sorry,
it.
Ian.
However, the side ref did not, and it is more difficult to see the neck from a side position because you're more focused on the bar.
Yeah, and you're also your job is to look at many things at once.
Bench, there's
So-
about 7 different things to look at once.
Unless you've got about 8 eyes, you'd be doing well to spot everything every single time. You know?
Bars
Yeah,
loaded for
right.
Mike.
Nevertheless, that is a good lift for Ian, so he's on the board with that.
He is, he is.
Mike McQuaid, 120.
Yep. 120 kilos, and I mean that 150. It's a wee bit of
115 was
wee bit of a joke, wasn't it? So
just a wee
easy.
bit.
So I think with this, going to see pretty easy.
just a wee 5 kilo jump. Should be within his wheelhouse, as you said, based on the first attempt.
Yep.
Yep. Maybe an extra 2.5 kilos in the
And
tank
that
there.
is a good lift.
To be fair, that's him 2.5 kilos away from his
135 kilos there
PB.
for Colin Ramsey.
You know, he's operating right up
Jumping up
at
10
that
kilos
top
with his
end.
opener.
So for it to be moving like that, that's a good sign.
Yeah, absolutely agree.
Colin now coming out. I believe Colin's PB on the bench in competition is 132.5
Right,
kilos.
Colin.
So this is a PB.
Let's go, Colin. Same again.
Looking to chip that on the second, hopefully push it further on the third based on how this moves. But again, another lifter who has made everything look fairly straightforward so far.
I mean,
3 for 3 on squats.
with
bench
some
is going
good
well.
squatting, like
Good squats.
smashing his PB. I think he's going to smash his PB again. Oh, yeah.
A bit of movement through the body. I don't think the bum came off, but we'll see.
That is a good
Gets one call.
Okay.
Gets one call, but you know it could have came off on one side and not the other. So
One cheek is the way. It does happen.
142.5 now for
but,
Adrian
strange
White,
things happen in
followed by
powerlifting,
James
but in any
Wilson,
case, again, 2 out of 3, good enough. Good
Good
enough.
enough.
Bars
Good
loaded.
enough.
Let's go,
Exactly.
Adrian.
Okay, here comes Adrian again. 142.5. Again, a quality bench press here. Adrian in the under 105 class in the M2 age category, so that's 50 and over.
It is, yes.
And that's we're given the age, I believe, of each of the lifters.
We are, yes.
Adrian is 52.
He pushes it back on instruction from
And
his
that
coach
is a good
and
3 white
gets
lights.
3 white lights for the yes.
145
feedback
kilos
there.
now for James Wilson. Ron and Paul to get ready.
James Wilson.
So
Someone-
145 is right.
Bars
It's
loaded
a
for James
springboard
Wilson.
to 155. That's what I'm
Come
going
on,
to say.
James, let's go.
10 kilo jump is big on bench, but you know James has been having a great day, so
Yeah, and I mean, James is a strong guy. I mean, he's shown that already in the squat. Quality squatting. As I consult the spreadsheet, we've already PB'd the squat. He's 2.5 kilos off of his PB on the bench. Did that look like 2.5 kilos off the PB on the
Looking
bench?
second there, that is 3 white
That
lights.
looked very comfortable. Didn't look
117 kilos
anywhere
on the
close to
bar
a
now
max
for Ron
effort.
Kane.
I would be remiss to say 155. I think 150 would be a good selection for James.
Yeah.
But we'll see what he
Of the
elects.
competition.
Yep.
Ron
Bars
Kane,
loaded.
170
For Ron
kilos.
Kane.
Big
on,
smile,
Ron.
and then suddenly no smile. In the zone, which is what we like to see.
It's like surpassing that barrier after the technical controller. That is you into the zone of focus. That is you on the platform. It's only you and the bar.
Yep. The technical controller, of course, being the official, I suppose, who regulates when you come onto the
Really good
platform.
work getting all the way to the
They
top there. That
stand
is a
there
good lift.
and ensure that you're all
175
equipped
kilos now,
appropriately
3 reds.
and make sure you don't go on the platform
Each
before you're
side for
told.
Paul Walker.
And that was a good lift for Ron. A little bit of a sticking point just at the very top, but still moved smoothly.
Yep.
Bars loaded, Paul.
Paul coming in
Come
for
on,
a
Paul, let's see it.
175 bench.
And as we're talking about Instagram handles, we've got Paul Fat and Furious Walker.
I don't know if Paul's changed that recently, but I did enjoy the wordplay. I did enjoy that. Yeah.
175, the three red wheels.
Let's see if this moves as quickly as his namesake. Perhaps not his namesake, but the person with whom he shared the name. Oh, yeah.
Easy days.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that is a good lift. 3 white lights. We are now
Lovely.
into
I'm going to say 180 there. I think he's on track for an amazing total as well.
Yes.
You know, that's
Yes.
him already at 725.
Without a doubt. Well, that's projected off of his first deadlift.
17.5 kilos.
Yes, it must
to
be.
90
Yes.
kilos.
Like,
That would
to
have been a
to
lot.
have that from just one squat and 2 benches would have been.
We believe in you, Paul. Sorry, that's my
Bars
maths
loaded for
failing me there.
Ian Money.
Oh, goodness, anyway.
Now Ian's coming out for
Let's go, Ian.
90 kilos on his
Big
third.
finish, Ian,
This
come
is
on.
a 17.5 kilo jump, but I suspect the second attempt bench might have been an automatic increase. I
Yes.
don't believe that would have been the plan second with a jump this big.
Yep. Ian, under 83 kilo M2. Oh yeah, moving nicely. And the head stayed down there, I'm pretty sure.
And that's 3 white lights. Great third lift.
For more effort, but I don't think max effort, but a good lift onto the board for
followed by
him.
Colin Ramsden and then Adrian White.
Mike McQuaid now, Masters 1, 83 kilo and below. I
Bars
think
loaded for
Mike
Mike.
is our youngest lifter here today.
Yeah, 39.
Mark's
I believe.
39. Now that will
Let's
mean
see if
that
I come on.
he turns 40
Big finish
this
Year.
year.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
So he can be within the M1
Yes.
class. Could he be within the Open as well?
No,
Ah,
no, it's
it's
the
the
calendar
year of-
year in which you turn 40. You are a Masters 1.
Right.
I mean, in theory, anybody compete in the Open should they qualify. You know, we've had juniors compete in the Open. We've had,
Juniors win the Open.
you know,
Not maybe
so,
in this in SP. Is that happening in Scotland? It's happened
I
elsewhere,
believe
isn't
it
it?
has.
Oh, it's a fight. Oh,
It's not quite there today.
just escaped him. But you know what? A good showing on bench.
Yeah.
No lift, unfortunately, for Mike there. 137.59
Yes,
for
you know,
Colin
if you
Ramsden.
happen to be 16 or you happen to be 60 and you can hit the Open qualifying total,
You're in.
you can compete in the Open. But obviously, it doesn't work when we talk
Bars
about
loaded for
age-restricted
Colin.
comps.
Let's go, Colin.
Juniors.
Yeah,
Masters.
juniors and things. You know.
Juniors obviously encompassing sub-junior as well.
Yes.
Colin on a 137.5, third attempt here.
I believe he's already PB'd his bench.
Aye. Let me grab the stats. Yeah, that's right. I mean, this would be a 5 kilo increase on his PB. Oh, he's fighting it. He's
Oh,
pushing.
he's
Oh, he's
fought
got
it
it.
up.
He has got it.
Now, was that clean or was there any downward motion? What did the refs think?
And that's
It is
a
a
good
good
lift,
lift.
2 to 1.
2 to 1.
Your referee
Good enough.
likes it the wrong way round. I think it's the wrong way round. 147.5 on the bar for Adrian White. Bars loaded.
Next up, we've got Adrian. Adrian White coming out for a 147.5 bench press. And, oh yeah, that is looking
That's
pretty
all
easy,
the
pretty
third
quick.
Excellent third
there.
Big old
That's
bench,
a
good
lift.
man.
Final 3 bench
Nice and
press
easy.
now. 150 kilos
Okay, yep,
for
last
James
3
Wilson.
benches of
Ron
the
and
day,
Paul, get
I believe.
ready.
Yes.
Of this flight, certainly, we've got James, Ron, and then Paul.
I hope no one else wants to bench after this because they
Yeah,
want
there
to
we
get
go.
the
Bars
chance.
loaded for James. Come on, James, let's finish
Okay,
this.
here we go. James going for a 150 bench.
That's a
to-
nice milestone, that.
Isn't it? And you know, this is going to be him beating his comp PB as well. So he's already done that in squat. He's now going to do that on bench. Great control on the chest. Drives
Go
it
for it,
up.
James, come on.
He's done it. He has done it.
That's what I want
Great
to see.
determination
Bit
there.
of effort, a bit of effort for James. He gets that up.
We see him finally having to go
Work
through
a
the
bit.
gears there, yeah.
For
Well, squats,
Ron
wow.
Kane, followed
Too
by
easy.
Paul
PB in them
Walker.
at RP 6 and 7, and then on the bench we're seeing a bit more effort. And
That was
another
brilliant,
PB.
though. That was brilliant. Well done to James Wilson there.
Yep.
Ron Kane,
Bars loaded for Ron.
Big Ron
Kane.
coming out.
3 red wheels.
175 kilos. Come on, Ron.
Ron's a good bench out.
Yes.
Sure, this is going to move well. And racks that down to the chest. Sticking. Oh,
So close.
just got away from him there.
Couldn't quite get
Just.
those elbows locked tight.
Just.
Big round of applause there for Ron. Huge effort there.
He really went for it there, you know,
kilos now for
went for
Paul
that
Walker.
weight, which is a big milestone weight. Give it his best shot, and I'm sure we'll see that at his next comp. You know.
Bar is
For sure,
loaded.
for sure.
Now, the
Come on,
last
Paul,
bench
let's go.
today is 180
Strong
kilos
finish here, Paul.
from the Paul Walker.
One and only.
Now, I think 175 moved pretty well, pretty comfortably.
Love that. He's getting himself right in the zone.
You've got to for bench. It's
Yeah.
so technical. There's a lot to think about, and it's one of these lifts where even a minor difference in your setup can make a major difference to your execution.
For sure. For sure.
Oh,
Oh, that is looking.
That looks good. Referees,
Well judged,
what we
third attempt there
say.
from Paul. That
It's
is
a
a
good
lift.
I'm not going to use the word easy because I don't want to belittle the effort that's gone into that. That is quality work.
It
but
was
10-minute
smoothly
break.
executed.
yes,
Smoothly executed.
exactly. And I believe that is us at the end of bench.
I'll take a look at the session board
And
as
we
it
will be back
stands.
with deadlifts for Group C.
So we'll be moving into the deadlifts, which will be the final session of the Masters 2024. Quick
Yeah.
10-minute break.
We'll see you again soon.
kilos.
And we are back for the final lifting of the day, the deadlift for flight C and D.
Just to confirm, the bar's loaded. The bar is loaded for Stephen Coates. Let's see
Welcome,
it.
Stephen.
I was just
Let's
having
go,
a quick
Stephen. Easy
sip of
opener
my juice
here.
there. Stephen opening at 115 kilos. Nice sumo lift there.
Nice and easy.
That's who lift 3 white lights. Next up, 162.5 for Neil Dyson, to be followed by Michael Pereira and Alan Keir.
Neil Dyson, 162.5.
Yeah. I mean, at this stage in the competition, people are kind of bedded in, and they've already got some good numbers behind them.
Yep.
You know, they're a bit more settled, so the opening deadlift tends to be a wee bit more mellow. And also, everyone is saving it for the big third attempt,
Oh, absolutely.
the maximum drama moment of the day.
Best part of the day, some might say. Most people would say.
I am definitely detecting some louder Guns N' Roses going on
Oh,
in
yes. Claire has amped it up, as she should.
here. Correct.
That
correct.
is a good
It's
lift
by no means a
white
complaint.
lights.
It's good. It brings the
There'll be
competition
no
to a nice kind
surprise
of
to anyone in the
resolution.
room that we have Michael
Now
Pereira
here we
coming
have
out,
him
and that,
again,
of course,
Michael
means a new
Pereira.
Scottish record attempt.
Vera Roche
Not
coming
only
out
will
to
his deadlift
take
of
175.5
be a new
on his
M3
opener
deadlift record.
for
It
a
will
new
secure
M3
him the
deadlift
M3
record.
total record
And with
of
this, it will
411
secure him
kilos.
the M3 total record. So
Every single one.
he is going for a clean sweep of the record sheet today.
2018.
Record currently stands at 175. He's looking to chip that by 0.5 and then presumably extend it on the second and third.
Oh, I mean, to be opening with a chip of a record, you know you're in business.
You know you're in business. That must feel very satisfying indeed, to say the least.
For sure, for sure.
Let's get behind him. The bar is
Here we
on
go.
for Michael Pereira.
Let's go,
Come
Michael.
on, Michael.
Take all the records. Come
Get
on.
it done now, Michael.
And there it is. And I don't think the
Makes it
referees
look
could
easy.
dispute that.
3
They don't.
white lights.
And Michael has
And you
solidified
get the
himself
record for
as
Michael
the
Pereira. Next
Scottish
Supreme
M3 record holder in
185
all
kilos, followed by
disciplines.
Jim
Yes,
Shedden and then
indeed.
Ben Jascobia.
Absolutely killed it there. He is the under 74 King of Scotland.
And he'll be happy with that. Happy to walk
Bars
away with
loaded for
that.
Alan here.
Did you know?
Let's go, Alan.
Now, Alan Keir is up next, 185 kilos for his opener.
Yeah. Getting a good bit of air in there for the brace.
It's all about building pressure for conventional. And he seems to get that up quite easily.
And it's
And the
again by 3
referees
white
agree.
lights. 195 kilos now for Jim Shedden.
Here's
Followed by
Shedders.
Ben, Jim and Mark.
A world champion deadlifter.
He's looking for 195 for his opener.
Again, I've had the chance to see some of Jim's training in the run up to today, and it has been looking good. He's always had a good deadlift, as Jim, and I'd hazard a guess at it being his favourite of the 3 lifts. And so we're now at that stage. He can relax, he can enjoy what he's good at, and come and show us some good lifting here. So he's 195 kilos for an opener.
Bars
Bars
locked, Jim
loaded.
Shedden.
Here
Come on,
comes Jim.
Jim.
Let's go, Jim.
Let's go after this, Jim. Come on.
In the zone.
Getting himself locked in, getting a good grip on the bar.
Oh, with ease.
that's how conventional
Lovely
should
looking
be.
over
Should
there.
be standing up, almost like a lever. You're pulling the lever, you're just gradually moving up, and he executes that really well. Textbook
Jim
deadlift
and
there.
Mark to get ready.
Yep. You will be happy with that. That is a great platform upon which to build.
And of course, with this flight, we are back into the 93 battle. This will obviously, at the end of this flight, we will know who's won the 93s, and maybe we'll get a bit of a battle in the third attempts. But in openers, we have Ben Jaskowiak, 207.5 kilos.
Ben, I'd say having a good competition all round. Bit of difficulty on the bench. It's looking pretty tough, but coming back here with the deadlift. Good. Easy.
Looks good from here.
Referee say good lift, 3 white
Nice and
lights.
easy.
I kind of think, you know,
Next up
when
is
people
Jim
say,
Whitehouse.
you know, they've had a good
He's
meal, but they have a separate stomach for
215
desserts. I
kilos.
sometimes think
Followed
you
by
have a
Mark
separate
Wilson and then
energy
Rio.
for deadlifts, because there's just
Yes.
something about a deadlift. People get really hyped. The atmosphere's in the room. It's most likely going to be the heaviest weight out of the three. You know,
Yeah.
there's a great deal of excitement.
Yeah, unless you're Ray
around the
Williams, you
deadlift.
know what I mean?
Unless you're Ray Williams, unless you're a squat specialist.
Or indeed a squat specialist, yes.
215 kilos. Oh,
Rapturous applause from the crowd.
I love this. More people bring your support crews, please.
Yes, the family vibe is a good vibe.
Powerlifting is a family sport.
Oh yeah, with ease.
Brilliant stuff
Easy
there.
looking over to there.
Coach is nodding sagely with approval.
Good lift.
And there's a wee fist bump to the
Load it
side.
up now to 260
man.
kilos.
Mark Fulton getting
for
lots of chalk on those
Mark
thumbs.
Fulton.
Mr. PB, Mr. SP, Mr. Fulton at his day job, but today he's wearing his competitor's hat, obviously out with of competitions, well, not really out with his own competitions. Mark is the competition secretary of Scottish Powerlifting, so all the events that we put on, Mark plays a great hand in organising.
Yeah.
So it's lovely to see him
Getting to enjoy the fruits of his labour almost.
Absolutely. Lovely to see him compete in Scotland.
Come on, Mark.
Yeah, absolutely as well. We don't see it so much because he's so good. But here
Easy
comes the
opener, Mark.
man
Come
now.
on.
This is his jam. How many times have we seen this? The
Iconic
Redeemer
setup.
statue set up. We know what's about to happen.
Getting the hook grip
RP
on
eyebrow,
there.
will we see it? I don't think on an opener we'll see that. He's going to be pretty easy. 260, how do you like that?
Blocks it out nice and quick. What our referees say, 3 white lights. That is a
Satisfactory belt flick. And on to the next.
270 kilos
Bosh.
going on
Rio
the bar now for
Opening
Rio
with a
Jaskowiak.
270 deadlift.
That's big.
Listen, this is
Rio currently
good
holds
lifting,
the
by the way.
M1 deadlift record in this class. It sits at 280 kilos.
So basically, Rio,
Is he
would
going to
that
try and push
set the
that
last
on
Scottish?
today? Opening
Potentially.
under that at
June
270.
2023, I
Very much in hitting
believe,
distance though.
was the last Scottish Masters.
Yeah.
Bars loaded for Rio.
So in a year, he's opening
Come on, Rio, let's go.
10 kilos below his own record in this class. It's been Rio's class. Now we've got some challengers in the class. Rio's mission is to show them they are wrong to think they can dethrone him. Good wee bit of music going on here. Brings that up. Puts it down.
Walks it out, referees, 3 white lights, that is a good
A
leg.
bit
So we are now
slower off the
heading
floor
into
than I think
second
he maybe
attempts.
wanted,
I
based
wonder
on
if
the
he just-
reaction.
Stephen Coates
Yeah,
is
maybe
coming
maybe
out
just
for
lost balance ever so slightly. I don't know.
122.5.
To be honest, I don't really know.
Jumping
But
The thing is, at that weight, if the bar even gets away from you an inch or a centimetre, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it, and it's
Yeah.
going to have an impact.
because this is the thing. I mean, he did bring it up with ease once it was in the right line, as it
Yeah,
were. But
yeah.
yeah, we want to save energy and not make any sort of errors if we can.
Do you know
So
what? I'm not particularly worried. Sometimes you get that on the opener, as we've said throughout this whole commentary. Never judge the result. off of someone's opener or even
Bar
someone's
is
set.
loaded for Stephen Coates.
Stephen Coates, here we go,
Let's go, Stephen.
122.5 kilos.
Same again.
I believe, as an observation, the only lifter pulling sumo in this flight. I could be wrong, but
I think you're right. Yeah.
locks
Good.
it out.
Gets it
And
to
what
the
I like
top.
to see
Referee
there,
say, give
He's not
left 3 wide.
overlocking it out.
He isn't. There's no
170
hyperextension
kilos
there.
now
He's
for Neil
bringing the
Dyson.
shoulders back and standing nice and upright.
Yeah.
Sometimes you find if you overextend the shoulders, your knees
Unlock.
soften.
It's like the weight levers them open,
Yep.
as it were. It's funny because in a bid to try and be convincing with your lockout, you can actually scupper your
Yep.
lift. So that was pretty much perfect.
That
to be honest,
was
in terms
very
of
well
the angle he's
executed.
come to at
Yeah.
the end of that lift.
Very well
Yeah.
trained. He knows what he's doing there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because it doesn't happen by accident.
No,
I think we
no,
all
it's-
naturally would tend to just kind
Bar is
of.
loaded for
Lean
Neil
all the way back.
Dyson.
Yeah.
Same again, Neil. Come
Okay,
on.
here's Neil Dyson. 170 kilos. In the gym,
Go
you'd
Neil,
see
make
this
this
as 3
move.
reds, but because of the weight of the collars, in comp we see it as a red, blue, black. Okay, that is looking pretty
Gets it
easy
to the
for him.
top. Referees.
The thing
Give
he
left 3 wide
finds
lights.
with conventional as opposed to
Michael
sumo is
Pereira
conventional's
looking to
faster off the
extend
floor
his
and
deadlift
slower at
and
lockout,
total
and it's the
record. He's jumping up
opposite.
to
for Jim.
185
For sure.
kilos on
Now
his
Michael
second
is. Michael's got all the records here. Listen, he's just having fun now. He's looking to provide extensions to the records that he already
The
has.
deadlift record.
You're just going freestyle, aren't they?
Well, you know, you've
And
done what you've came to do at this point, haven't you?
What more could be done?
Bar is
He's
loaded
defeated
for Michael
COVID,
Pereira.
he's defeated his own
Same
records.
again, Michael, come on.
I think he's going to defeat 185 as well. Here we go.
I'd say so. And this
Stay here,
extends
Michael,
the
come on.
deadlift record and the total record in this weight category and age category by 9.5.
Yeah. Oh, he's grinding hard.
Now, has he just ran out of juice?
Big round of applause there for Michael.
That was an odd one because it flew off the floor.
Alan
Came
Keir
to around
is
about the
up
knee,
next.
just below
He's
the knee.
coming out for
And it was a real sticking point.
197.5. He'll be
We
followed
don't
by
know
Jim
maybe
Sheridan
if
and
that was a
then Ben
disadvantageous
Jacobiak.
position that he was in. Maybe the hips were a bit higher than usual. Who knows? I'm sure he'll take another stab at that. He's got literally nothing to lose at this point.
Exactly. And as we've seen a lot of times today,
Bar is
even just
loaded
today,
for Alan Keir.
feel your second, get your third. You know, your
197.5.
system's
Let's go,
primed for
Alan.
it, it's ready. It's almost like a last warm-up.
And he didn't waste too much energy there, I don't think. So
Oh, that's right.
here's Alan, 197.5 kilos, taking a wee 12.5 kilo jump. And looks very comfortable, well within the wheelhouse, and I would say we load
Moves
that
it well.
over 200
Gets
for
the
the
white
third.
lights.
Break that barrier.
Next up, Jim Sheridan,
Good PB
210 kilos
Honestly,
on the bar. He'll be followed by
I think there's been
Ben
quite a
and
lot
then
of good
Jim.
attempt selections today. I mean, that was
Has.
such an easy second. That's such a good platform to build on
It is.
for a 200 plus
Just
deadlift.
it gives you the confidence going into the third, and that's what you want.
Exactly. I mean, I think in terms of PBs, Alan has got a 205 deadlift PB.
Okay,
So, I mean,
I can see.
207.
Well, I thought he'd put something in there. I'm mistaken, but yeah, I think I've
think
just
it's
heard the coach
207.
come and say
Bar is
207.
loaded for
So yeah.
Jim Sheridan.
Nice to see that. Okay, here comes Jim.
210 kilos
210
on
for
the
Jim.
bar.
I don't think he's coming out.
Jim
there for
Sheridan.
Ah, killing the hype in the
Disappointing us
room.
here.
He's just gone ahead and mugged everybody, hasn't he? He's
He
like,
rushed the bar for
nah.
you.
That's right. They brushed the bar for him and everything, and he said, "No thanks.
Look
Thanks
at
for
him.
your
You can
time."
see him there on the live stream. He's standing there.
You can see him with his wee happy little. Oh,
So,
No.
for anyone that's missed what's going on, Jim Sheridan isn't coming out for his second attempt, and he's winding everyone in the room up about it.
I say that anyway.
I think I don't know if he's maybe just saving it all for a last big finale. I mean, Jim's deadlift PB.
This is what you mean.
227 and a half, so-
That's time. Referees, if you can please red
Maybe
lights.
he'll come out for the third. Maybe he's keeping us all in suspense.
Maybe we'll just load up 230.
You're on time.
Maybe we'll just
you know-
fully mog everyone.
I'm not making any assumptions, but Jim is still in the vicinity, he's still in his singlet, and he's still listening to his music. So I would say all signs point to him
Next
coming
up,
out for the fight.
225 kilos on the bar for Ben Jaskowiak.
Here comes Ben. One half of the Jaskowiak squad. Here he comes.
225, that is 4 red
The bar is
wheels.
loaded for Ben
Oh, red
Jaskowiak.
wheels.
Let's go.
Let's go, Ben. Let's go. For the badge, son. Hunkering in. Dips the hips.
Getting that slack pulled out of the bar.
There we go. Oof.
That looked good. Dare I
Speedy.
say better than the
Looking
first.
second there with our
potentially.
referees.
I know, actually, yeah,
Three
yeah.
white
Getting
lights
into the
on
groove.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Next up,
I'd say so.
227.5
He's got the gamba,
kilos for
giving him all the
Jim
advice,
Whitehouse.
all the secret tips and
He'll be
tricks
followed by Mark Fulton
for
and then
ultimate
Rio.
success. Maybe a few hairstyle tips as well, you know.
Now, interesting, just moving back to Jim Shedden, he's put in 228 for his third attempt. Now, with a value like that, that has to be some sort of record.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jim Whitehouse here, Sport Crew, going strong in the crowd all the way throughout this. He's going for 227.5.
For sure. To be honest with you, I mean, Jim, he's in that 93 class. He is more than keeping pace. My goodness.
Walks it out
That
with
was a
some
lovely second
determination.
Quality.
That is a good
Lovely
lift. Mark Fulton
Everybody's
is up
delighted
next.
about
He
that.
is
That's
coming out
superb.
for
Well done.
272.5.
Coach is giving him big
Ooh.
smiles.
And just
Here
looking at
comes
the
Mark.
totals, there is only 10 kilos between Mark and Rio.
Mark Fulton, deadlift master.
This will temporarily move Mark from second to first place.
Can we see him come out here and put on a bit of a show for us?
Yeah, so if he,
It's getting pretty close up at the top there. One false move from anyone,
and
it's
that
gotten.
can change, yes.
Yeah, Mark's keeping the pressure on Rio, but I think Rio's got the lead at the moment.
Well, at the moment, if Mark's successful here, he pulls himself into
Bar is
first.
loaded from Mark
Rio will be
Fulton.
replying with
Come on,
282.5.
Mark.
I mean, I
Let's go.
think Mark's opener did look a little bit more comfortable.
I would agree.
So we're going to see Mark here
Let's go, Mark. Come on.
doing what he
Chase
does
it down, Mark,
best.
come on.
In his home gym. Same routine every time.
Come on.
Come on, Mark, let's go. Let's go.
Next.
Initiates the pull, brings it up. Whoa! Whoa!
Gets it
Easy!
to the top.
That looks fantastic.
Three
Absolutely
white
brilliant
lights and
there.
again
I think it's game on.
lifts.
I think we're going to
Rio
get something quite
Jaskowiak
exciting
is loading
in the
up
third attempt.
282.5
That's 5 kilos off of his
kilos
PB.
to break the Scottish
don't think that's his PB anymore.
deadlift
No,
record.
I wouldn't say so.
Alright, but Rio coming back with a 282. So I
Rio
mean,
took
they've
this
both taken the
record
same
back in
jump.
June 2023 at
So
280,
Rio's
looking to
record
extend it
is
to
indeed the record in this class, which is
282.5 on his
280.
second
He
attempt.
set at the last Scottish, and today he's going to do that, beat that on his second attempt.
The Masters historically is our competition where the most records are broken.
Let's get
That
behind
was
the
the official
Warriors.
stat from
Rio!
2023. That's some very
Let's
strong
go, Rio!
lifters.
Here he comes. The volume in the room has taken a step up.
And he looks focused.
He does. Come on, you got it.
He knows what this means and he doesn't want to give Mr. Fulton a chance to catch up.
That's right. He's got it. Come on, Rio. Good and tight. Good strength.
Big round of
Just got away
applause
from him.
There.
for
Just
Rio.
got away
He
from
still
him.
has an attempt to go. We are into the final deadlifts for this group. Last
Honestly, I
lift
think
for
maybe
this
just
group
lost
of
some position,
lifters.
and then
It's
it
been
was
a
just
long day
not
for
going to move
them.
the way that
Make sure
it
you
would
get
move.
behind each of
Otherwise,
them
it's
as they
got
come onto the
strength there, so
platform
much strength
for
there.
their heaviest pull of the day. Their final pull
We
is
see-
to finish
see
on a high.
Did
Big
you clock
Fulton.
that?
First up,
Big Fulton,
Stephen Coates
300
is coming
kilos
out for
has been
113
Now-
kilos.
I've got
He'll be
full
followed
belief
by
in
Neil
Mark, but I
Dyson.
do wonder if
And
that
then
is
Michael
somewhat of a
Pereira.
placeholder to
Well,
see what Rio
Again,
decides
we're
to
into third
do.
deadlift. That
Yeah,
means we'll be
I think so.
cleaning the
Currently,
bar in between
Rio's
every
total
attempt.
is 655, and Mark's is 657. So basically,
What happens there is if Rio gets to
Making sure our lifters have got
2.5,
the
Mark
least
has to
grip
pull.
Mark
possible
has to pull, well, he only really has to pull 2.5
as they try and
above.
hold on.
but that
would
would
match
be
the
2.5
all the way
above,
to
wouldn't
the
it? So
top.
he has to do
Bar is
300
loaded for
if Rio
Steve
gets his
Coates.
deadlift.
Come on,
No,
Steve,
I
let's
don't think
finish
so.
strong
I think
here.
he would
This is
only
the
have to
last lift. What
do
have you got?
275. But we'll see, we'll see.
Yeah, to be honest with you.
Let's focus on Stephen
Sorry.
Coates here.
Stephen.
130 kilos for his third attempt. He's had a good day.
That's good.
Let's finish
That's
it
good.
strong. Come on, Stephen.
Good. He's got that. Beautiful.
Nice,
Gets it
astute
to the top.
lockout.
Referees,
That's a
give
good
it.
lift. What a nice finish for Stephen
Great way to
today.
end his lifting today. Neil Dyson is up next. He's coming out for
We have Neil,
172.5.
172.5 kilos.
Neil, I believe, with a 167 kilo deadlift PB. So,
No, it's
again,
not. Don't get me excited.
bar is unloaded.
Just needs to
Basically
be
just giving it a wee
cleaned.
brush.
Yeah, needs to be cleaned in between every third attempt, just because of the chalk build up.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where we want it to be as level a playing field as is
The bar's loaded,
technically
Neil.
possible.
That's right.
Come on, Neil. Let's
Here it
make
comes. Here's
cool.
Neil. Looking for a deadlift
Everything you got here,
PB.
Neil.
Round off a great day. Bring in that tote. Yeah, he's got that off the
Go
floor.
on, go on, go on.
Oh, he's locked that.
Gets it to the
That was
top.
pretty
Referees, give it.
He highlights a great
Super.
finish there
Yeah.
for
Michael
Neil.
Pereira is coming out
Excellent
for
job there from Neil.
185 kilos.
Okay.
Misses on his second
Pereira
to
Rocher.
extend his deadlift and total records.
He got 175.5. He's on the hunt for more.
Alan Keir,
Yep,
Jim
he's already
Shannon,
got
get
all the
ready.
records, as we've said. He missed 185 on his second. This is him coming out to just leave it all on the platform, give it the very best he's got. And if he's unsuccessful, well, he's had a great day. And if he is successful, he extends that total lead by 9.5 kilos. So
He does that, and I mean,
Bar
my goodness,
is
he does
loaded,
that.
Michael.
Extends the record, extends total record and the deadlift record.
You've got this, Michael. You just stay with this bar.
Lots of support in the room here.
Don't let
Comes
this go,
down.
Michael. Come on. Stick with it.
it's just not
to be
quite
today,
there. To
unfortunately.
be fair, if I were
Huge round of
Michael,
applause
I
there
would
for
be
Michael
gassed
Pereira.
after the day that I'd
Yep.
had. So
Oh, for sure.
Alan
He's
Keir
given that
is up
everything that he
next,
had today.
And it's like what I was saying about
200.5
Paul's
on the
squats.
bar. Jim
He's gone out
Shannon
and he's
and
just
Jim
gone toe to toe with that
Whitehouse,
weight,
get ready.
and he's given it a proper good go. Do you know what I mean? And
You
that,
can't
there's
be-
no shame in that
that's
at all.
it. You can't be angry at yourself. You've absolutely given it your best shot there.
100%. Should be proud. Excellent job, Michael. And now we have Alan Keir coming out for 207.5. And again, I think this is another deadlift PB.
Bar is locked.
Alan's had a really
Keir.
good day. I think
Final lift
from
of
what I
the day,
can see,
Alan.
he's only
Let's make this strong,
missed
guys. Come on.
his third bench.
Yeah, I think so, yep.
So getting this on the board in 8 for 9 day and a wee PB of 2.5 kilos.
Grabs the bar, bringing it up.
And yeah, I think that has been done there.
And that is a good lift.
And he's thanking the spotting crew, and that's
Always
just
classy
lovely
move,
to
isn't it?
see.
You know.
Would you look at this? 228 kilos.
So Jim Shedden kept us waiting on his second attempt.
He's been playing with us, this Jim.
He was
Coming out.
gearing up for
the
the deadlift record in the Masters too.
Music come out, I'm dragging him out here.
I think he's looking for that. Yeah. That's a deadlift record set 4
His
years
record
ago.
has stood since 2020.
Yeah.
He's looking to chip that by 0.5 kilos,
And then-
228.
Yeah. I mean, this guy's good deadlifter, we know that. Oh, I really want him to do it. Come on.
He's a good showman as well, keeping us on the edge of our seats.
Everybody
Bar
wants to
is
see this. The
loaded.
bar is loaded for
Oh,
Jim.
come on, Jim.
Big
Let's
hit for the
go.
salts. Here he comes. Here he comes.
Let's go, Jim!
Oh, the entire
The
room
whole
is
hype
behind
is
him.
here.
You stay with this bar, Jim. Let's finish this, Jim.
It's
There's a
man
shot,
versus
Jim.
bar.
For the Scottish M2
Let's get
deadlift
it
record.
now.
Come on, Jim. You've
Come
got
on,
it. Come
Jim.
What
on.
is it you've got, Jim?
Just keep going. Come on. Initiates the ball. He's coming up. He's
Not to be today. Big round of applause.
You know what? He went for it. He went for it. And you can't
so
be
much
mad at
panache.
that.
Oh, so funny.
I'll forgive
That's-
him for not coming out for a second for that. 235 kilos is the weight on
Well,
the
listen,
bar.
excellent.
he said
It's
he
for Jim
was,
Whitehouse.
here to have fun, and
Ben,
I hope he's
Rio,
had fun because
Mark
he's
to
given
follow.
us a lot of entertainment today, and it's good to see him compete. He's another person that does a lot for the federation.
Oh,
so.
definitely. Without a doubt. All round good guy.
Right, Jim Whitehouse now.
Yep.
The final show of
Bars
the fan
running for
club
Jim
that we're going to have.
Whitehouse. Come on, Jim.
Listen to that.
2-3-5 here for Jim's third attempt.
Big pull here,
Wishing
Jim.
him all the best of luck. He's had a good day today.
I'm not sure if you can hear over the microphone, but there are
Come on, Jim. Let's get it moving.
Oh my goodness.
And the referee says a good lift.
3 white lights.
And
Superb.
barring a technical issue on his squats, it wasn't a strength issue. He's went 8 for 9.
Kilos
Good
going on the
day.
bar
Very
for
good day.
Ben Jaskovia.
Bang on the money. Bang
Rio and Mark to get ready. I sense some shenanigans afoot.
I think Claire might be right there. He said he'd do it. I think he just gestured to me. He's definitely going to do 300. and
He's
not
going to
quite-
give it a go.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? That'll be an exciting finish to the
I
93
don't
kilo
know,
battle.
We shall see. We shall see. To be honest, it's been a big goal of Mark's for a long time, I think. But
To do it on home soil.
Bar is loaded.
with PB as the silver sponsor for today's competition, no less.
Let's go, Ben.
Here's
But
Ben.
we've got Ben
Absolutely nothing
Jaskowiak
left
here,
here.
240 kilos, 15 kilo jump from the second attempt, looking to
is it,
solidify
Ben, go
himself
on.
a total.
Come on, Ben.
He's asking the crowd for
Let's get
hype.
this finish now. Rev it up.
And
Come on, Ben, let's
grabbing
go.
that bar. Tips to hips.
Get it going.
He's driving. He is driving. He's got it. He's got it. Yeah.
What a pull at the end there for
Emits
Ben
that
Jaskovia.
yeah
Three
at the end,
white
and that is nailed on.
Next
Nicely
up,
done.
Rio just
3 white lights for Ben, a great
He's coming out
finish.
for 282.5.
Smashed it.
Right, Rio, the other Jaskowiak brother,
He's coming back
coming
with
out
another
for.
big pull for him.
at his
He's
Scottish
looking to
deadlift
extend his
record,
own
10th here.
deadlift record here.
I think
Two
he
more
can
pulls
get this.
remain.
Then it leaves Mark in a position where, unless he pulls literally 300, he has. He comes second, I think. Based on the total's projected off of.
I'm not sure because between 272.5
Right,
and
folks,
300,
let's get
that's
behind it.
a
The
big
bar
jump.
is
I think we would
loaded.
only need
Rio
2.5 kilos
Jaskovia.
more. But we'll see what
Here we go.
happens.
Figure it out.
282.5
Stay with
kilos.
this bar, Rio.
Right, Rio.
You could be right, I could be wrong. I don't know.
I don't even know. But here we go. Rio, come on.
Giorgio.
Come on.
Looking to extend that record by 2.5 kilos. Unsuccessful on the second attempt. Looking to bring it back on the third.
Yep.
Big pull from Rio now. Come on, let's see it.
Drive on,
Come on, Rio. Let's go.
He's going for it!
Come back.
Flipping
Rio
it!
Jaskovia.
Oh!
3
Super!
And
He was
looking to the
absolutely
table.
not
Alright,
tolerating
some
anything but
attempts.
success there. That was absolute beast mode right
Mark
there.
Fulton has the final pull, the final say.
Now,
in this
he has run out of time to
competition.
change his
We
attempt.
have an attempt
He has an attempt change going
He is loading
in.
up
He's going for
283
283 kilos to try and take that record straight out of Rio's hands.
The win from Rio Jaskovia, moving himself into gold medal position on the final.
Right enough. Sorry, my
row
maths
of
has been
the session.
shockingly bad. This is for the win.
Shenanigans.
Yeah. He came, he saw, he loaded 300 but then didn't.
Listen, if you in these contexts you pull what you need to win, and in doing this, as I've just said, he's snatching the record
Yeah, with a PB. With a PB.
with the PB, but snatching the record away.
This is a big moment for Mark. Rio's just gone out there and emptied the tank, showing us some quality grit.
And at the end of the day, these guys are mates, and I know that Rio's going to
well.
stand there and cheer him on. I would
But Mark-
expect so.
Mark wants it that way. That is
This is
the
the
end.
goal to take it all the way.
At the end of the day, he wants to win, so here he comes. 283 kilos.
Come on, Mark.
Deadlift records.
Come on, Brad, let's check
For the
this
win.
out. Everything you've got left here.
He's taking his time, getting in the zone.
Come on!
He's asking for the height.
Let's finish this, Mark!
Here he goes. Here he goes.
Let's live it up!
Big moment here for Mark. Big moment.
Let's go, Mark. Give it everything you've
I
got.
think it's time for RP Eyebrow.
You stay with this,
Come on,
Mark!
Mark. Let's go. Come on.
Stay with this, Mark!
Come on.
Go on, Mark.
Got it.
Let's
He's
go.
got it.
Keep going.
Oh, he's got it. Oh, he's got it.
He gets it to the top. What do I
Has he done it? A wee double dip. A wee double dip.
And the champion of the Masters 93s is Rio
Unbelievable
Jaskovia.
scenes. Rio's delighted. Rio's delighted, Mark. Maybe a wee bit less so,
Genuinely have
but
palpitations.
he got that weight up.
was-
He got it up.
That was
Technical
stressful.
error, smallest of margins separating the two.
Next.
And I would like to point out Mark coming in at what, 5 kilos lighter?
Yes,
You
yes.
know, I think honestly, and also what kind of points has he just got from Cell there? I missed that. But
lifters
At the end of the day, when it comes down to the individual classes, it is just about that brute total.
Starting out with Ian Murray.
now that was spicy.
That was
And 40
spicy,
kilos
and
will be followed by Adrian
Rion
White, and then Mike
Jaskowiak
McQuaid.
takes the 93 kilo class
Yeah.
and extends and retains his deadlift record.
Bars loaded for Ian Murray. Opening deadlift,
Okay.
140.
Flight D.
Come on, Ian.
Second flight of the afternoon, and we've got Ian Murray coming out for 140 kilo open. Conventional puller here.
Nice and light there.
And again, I think I'm seeing a pattern here with the
And
lifters.
that is a good lift,
Okay,
2
2
to
to
1.
1. What are we getting there with a
Next up,
blue?
we have
So,
195
button.
kilos on the
I don't
bar
think
for
it should have been a
Adrian
blue
White.
button. I'm not to
Right.
question the referee's integrity. I
Right.
would have given that a yellow,
Okay.
and that was for not controlling the bar fully to the floor. He slightly let it go
see.
as he returned the bar to the floor. However, I don't think the other two referees clocked it. So, as per the rules,
Yeah, a marginal call that I
Yeah.
can, you know, because there's a different. I
Bars
think
loaded
you've got to have a
for
grip of it
Adrian
all the way to the
White.
floor, don't you?
its safest bet is just to keep your hands on it until it's safely on the ground. Here's Adrian White, looking for 195 kilos for his opener. And as we've said before, there's only 7 lifters in this fight, and deadlifts move really quickly, so the athletes aren't going to get a whole amount of rest in between
stays
these
on the bar
lifts.
from Mike
Well, it'll be
McQuaid.
interesting to see if that
Followed by
affects
Colin
the
Ranson.
stamina
Bars
at all.
loaded. Let's go, Mike.
Mike
Oh, yeah.
McQuaid.
Shoe game is strong. Sock
Rainbow
game is strong.
socks. Also looking for 195 on the opener.
Here we go. Sumo puller. There we go. Be like
Really
Mike.
nice and quick, referees. Yeah, 3 wide.
That was a good lift there.
225
Next up we've got Big
on
Colin.
the bar now for Colin
Big Colin
Ranson.
coming out for
Followed by
225
James
kilos.
Ron
Another
and
denizen
Paul.
of the PB brigade. He looks ready. He looks fresh, actually, I would say.
Just
Yeah.
ready to go.
I think we're going to see. Now, if I consult
loaded for
the
Colin
spreadsheet
Ranson.
courtesy of James Wilson,
Let's
I'd
go,
like to
Colin.
give him a quick shout out for the quality spreadsheet and all the data he has brought to our fingertips today. But with Colin here, we are looking at, I believe, 235 deadlift PB.
So just 10 kilos off of that there.
And absolutely makes
With
light work of
ease.
10 kilos under
And
that PB.
looks
So
nice and tidy as well. Yep,
if we don't see 235 for the next attempt, I'd be
on the
stunned.
bar now for James
Or
Wilson.
just surpass it.
Yeah.
Or just go 240, why not?
That's it. 240, 270. Take that energy from the flight blooming sea. Oh, high drama deadlifting going on, and no, that was some battle there.
And I think we're
in the
all reeling for
93s.
it. And we want to see more drama.
Honestly, I don't know if I can take any more drama, Kirsty. I'm like, oh, Rio coming back, having a
Easy
tough
over
time
here,
with the
James.
second, going for the third. Mark.
We've got unofficial stats man, and before I can even introduce him, it's
Have mercy.
I was going to say SP's unofficial stats man, as he said, providing all the spreadsheets for us so we can see the lifters' history. James Wilson with an easy 250 kilos.
I mean, I don't actually know what could be physically done to make that quicker, except like attach rockets to either side. I mean,
Oh, he's having
Okay.
a great day. I can't wait to see what he loads up for his third.
he's put on 265 as a second, and
Even that
here's
feels
Ron.
conservative.
Now, I was having a quick chat with Ron earlier on there. And Ron was telling me he's fully injured his knee,
Right,
so
okay.
he's been competing today with an injury that has not recovered.
Well, that
He's pulled
makes
270.
sense.
Ron's a good deadlifter. Pulled 300.
And that is a good lift.
And
That
yeah,
will-
that's with ease. So he's trying. See, the thing is, so Ron, I think he went for a 220 squat. Got that, one and done, because of his knee.
Yep.
But let's bear in mind, Ron's squat PB is actually 260. So
Yes,
that's
yeah.
for him is really being impacted obviously by his knee. So he's got, I think in fact he's
Bars loaded for
he's
Paul
equalled his
Walker.
PB on bench with 170, and then his deadlift is 290 PB. So on course for a good day, considering.
Yes.
Here's Paul Walker, 280 kilos. Now Paul has taken 300 in comp before.
Which is the Scottish record actually in this class.
Yes.
Nice speedy looking opener there for Paul. Good lift 3 weights.
And I think
Already we are into second
on track
attempt.
for something pretty
150
big.
kilos.
Will he try and extend his own record?
Ian
We
and Mike, get
shall
ready.
see. We're into the second attempts already. Ian Murray's coming out for 150 kilos. We 10 kilo jump up from the second. From his first, sorry. These are the seconds.
But just getting them clean. It's really good. I mean, honestly, the amount of work that these spotters and loaders put into all of this, it's like, it might not look like a lot
Bars
to,
loaded for Ian Murray.
push the button forward, give it a quick brush, but they're doing it over and over all day. Loading the plates, doing all of that, spotting people. Oh,
Anyone that's done it will tell you the 25 kilo iron plates feel heavier than the 25 kilo bumpers you might get in the gym. That looks
Okay.
like a good lift from
Nice
Ian.
and easy. That is the white lights on
he's having a wee bit of back and forth with the refs there.
Adrian
He's
White
controlled
is
that
up
to the
next.
floor.
205 kilos on the bar for Adrian.
But yeah,
Yep.
I think
lift.
it's only right that we do give credit to the spotting and loading team that we have today. I mean, let's bear in mind they've been catching weights as well. They've been keeping people safe.
Yeah, what was it?
They've caught
295?
290 kilos
Twice?
Twice.
Loaded,
so
Adrian.
it is an exhausting shift.
Let's go,
And
Here
it's-
comes Adrian White now. Sorry, don't be over. Just introduce Adrian. He's coming out 205. 205.
205 for Adrian here. Having a good day himself. Got all good lifts so far. And that looks like another one. Beltless, no less.
Yeah,
Nicely
Nice
just second
shoes.
attempt. That's the white lights.
and a nice deadlift. as
Mike
well.
McQuaid also coming out for 205
Really good.
No belt.
kilos. To be followed by
No
Colin
belt.
and then James.
We'll hope to see him get a successful lift on his
Bars
third for that
loaded.
elusive to many 9 for 9 day.
Let's go, Mike.
Indeed. Even the very best. It's one of those things that to actually achieve that competition is just like, it's a real challenge.
Well, I am
know?
7 comps in and I have never done it. So.
I don't have it either. So after a
Here's
mighty 2.
Mike 205. There we go. Locks
That's
it
some
out.
erectile strength, isn't it? 205 kilos in the
Lovely looking
bag.
deadlift there. Yeah, 3 white lights, a good lift. Colin Ranson is up next. 235
Next, big
kilos
Colin.
on the bar.
Taking the predicted
James
10 kilo
Rowan
jump up to
Paul, get
235.
ready.
And yeah, in the zone.
Looking to
Let's go,
match
Colin.
his PB and set him up for an extension on the 3rd.
Yeah.
Bar's loaded
Yeah,
for
exactly.
Colin Ranson.
Here he
Come on,
comes.
Colin.
Come on, Colin, let's go.
Let's go after it, Colin. Come on.
Come on, Colin.
Yeah. Getting a good grip on that bar.
Gets
Okay, he's
the
brought that
hips
up.
through.
I wonder if
And
there'll be.
that looks
no,
like 3 white
perfect.
lights to me.
3
Good
white,
lift.
3 white lights.
265
Here
kilos
comes James.
on the bar
And
for
what I have to
James
describe as a
Wilson
very
next.
clean
Ron King,
singlet.
Paul Walker,
There is not a
get ready.
spot of chalk on that thing. That is pristine.
I am impressed. Yeah, that's normally in a bad way by this
By
point
this
in the
point today,
competition.
Yeah.
Bar
James
is
Wilson
loaded for
obviously having a
James
brilliant day.
Wilson.
Oh.
The
265
opener was over
kilos
before
on
we
this
could
bar,
even comment
James.
on
Let's
it.
get Tyler James. Tyler and James,
Getting
come
a bit of
on.
noise going here as he sets up for 265. This is going to be easy. I'm just going to commit to it. There we go.
Nothing wrong with that.
Basically moves like his opener. That is 3 white lights.
And
Great
correct me if
second
I
attempt
am
there
wrong,
from James Wilson.
but I believe that
285
his daily
kilos
PB
on
is
the bar for
280.
Ron Kane, to be followed by Paul
just
Walker.
received his 3rd attempt, which I think I maybe overheard 285. Is that right?
Looking for a wee extension.
Bar
Here we have
is
Ron
loaded
Kane. We
for
do know
Ron
that he is
Kane.
fighting through an injury,
Come on.
which is maybe why he's got the knee sleeves retained for the deadlifts.
It is slightly affecting his deadlift. He was saying it's causing some difficulty. I mean, this is a lot of weight now. 285 kilos. Here we go.
285. Wow.
Let's go, Ron.
Gonna move it
Lovely
the
wedge.
long
In he goes.
way.
Oh,
And
Beautiful work
despite the
there
trouble
on
that
his
he's
second
having, that
attempt.
moved
That's 3
incredibly
white
well.
lights.
with ease, with ease.
302.5 kilos on the
Here
bar
we
for Paul
go.
Walker.
We have
He
Paul
is
Walker
looking to
coming out
break
for
the Scottish
302.5.
deadlift records.
He's looking to
His own
break
record.
his own record.
He wants to break it. And I think he's going for the
kilos.
total.
He's looking to push it
Yeah,
to
this would be the total record as well.
302.5
Which
on his second
is also his.
attempt. The bar is
so
loaded
this
for
lift
Paul. Let's get
particularly
ready.
won't increase the total.
Come on.
Paul, let's get there,
Let's
Paul.
go. Oh, let's go, big man. Come on.
But looking for
Absolutely
that
amazing here, Paul. Let's
extension
get it going.
of his own M1 deadlift records in the 120 plus category. Let's go, Paul.
Come on. Come on now.
Everyone wants him to get this. Come on, let's go. Let's go, Paul. Come on.
Oh, I think he got that.
I
think he
wondered
got it.
about the
Referees.
lockout.
He's unsure.
Unfortunately. 2 to
He'll
1.
be buying another bunch of flowers at the end of this competition. No, superb. To
We
be honest,
are
it did look okay to me.
heading
It was a small
into
margin. I
You know what? It's so quick. It's so hard to see.
Yeah, for sure.
But you know the two.
Final deadlifts of the day. Final attempt.
Two referees were happy with it. That is all you need to get a good lift on the board.
2 to 1.
Congratulations to Paul.
Good enough for 2 records. Extending his own records must be a good feeling.
160 kilos.
Strongest man in his
It'll
class.
be followed by Adrian White and then Mike McQuaid.
It's the last deadlifts of the
bar
championships.
is loaded in.
And first up we have Ian Murray coming out for his third attempt at 160. You will hear much hype in the room for these deadlifts. Everyone gets behind the third deadlifts, particularly when it's the end of the competition.
Let's go Ian.
Good place, good start position. And he's just brought one up.
Pulls it right through, very snappy.
Referee
I
saying
was.
good Leslie White lights.
There we
Finishes
go.
on a high.
Coming for 400
Next
kilo
up,
total.
Adrian White.
That's quite enjoyable.
Lovely round number to finish off on. That's brilliant.
Oh shoot, and now, as I said earlier, that is Ian's first competition.
Oh, well,
So,
excellent.
way to start your competing career. And
Adrian White is coming out for 212.5 kilos.
Adrian, another debutant today, so again, he gets this. He cemented a good quality total. And
And a 9 for 9 day.
yeah, exactly.
And a
Bar
9 for
is
9
loaded,
day.
Adrian.
In fact, everybody in this entire flight is going. Potentially could get 9 for 9.
3 for 3 on their deadlifts, yeah.
Everything you've
Is
got
that right?
left here,
Oh no,
Adrian.
apologies. There you are. Quite right. Yeah.
We've got
Looking at the wrong
only
chart.
green deadlifts so far, so.
That's right.
Well, let's go, Adrian. Let's see this move. Let's get your 9 for 9 day.
Yep, that's moving.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
that's it.
That's
Gets
quality.
to the
That's
top,
good.
referee say,
An excellent first competition for Adrian.
It's not often we see somebody do the beltless, so good for him.
Incredibly impressive.
Mike
A lot of core
McQuaid
strength there.
is coming out
Yeah.
for 212.5
All right, here he
kilos.
comes. Big Mike. Bringing
Bar
it for
is
212
loaded,
kilos.
Big Mike with the rainbow socks.
Come
We'd
on,
love
Mike,
to
let's
see
finish
it.
this.
500 kilo total on the
Come on,
offing here, I
Mike.
think. I think he's got that already.
So he's
I don't
already
understand
secured.
this pitch.
He's already secured the 500 kilo
sorry.
total.
Okay.
This would take him up to 507.5.
07.
Let's go, Mike. Come on now. Let's go. Let's move in, Mike. Stay with it. Stay with it.
Yep.
And he's locked it out.
Gets it to the top. Referees. Oh, that's a no lift,
2 to 1.
unfortunately. A blue and a yellow.
Unfortunately,
Blue, I think, might be downward.
looking at,
Yellow could be a number of things. I won't try and guess. 250
we're looking
kilos
at
on the
hitching,
bar
potentially a
now for
soft
Colin
lockout. We don't
Ranson.
get the best view of it from here, so we can't really tell what the referee saw, but it is unfortunately a no lift for Mike there.
15 kilo jump from his
Unlucky,
second
Mike.
attempt.
Good effort, though.
Looking ahead on the quarter ton deadlift.
Yep, quarter ton, that's right. Colin coming out for 250 kilos.
It's a big weight.
That's another milestone, I'd say.
It is.
Red,
It
yellow.
is.
Is that right?
Bar is loaded
Red,
for
red,
Colin
yellow.
Ranson.
Sorry.
Let's go, Colin.
I'm losing it at this time of the day. Obviously,
Everything you
Nonetheless,
Yeah.
it is a quarter of a ton.
Yes.
It is a lot of weight to pick up from the floor.
Final lift here,
Colin.
Colin.
Colin is
Come
giving
on.
it a go.
let's go, Colin.
Stay with this
Come
bar.
on. Come on. Setting it up. Dips the hips. Again.
Get it going.
Oh, he's big up.
Top.
That was
Looks like a
brilliant.
great final pool three.
Whoa, there we go.
He's happy
Beautiful.
with that.
Final
There we are.
three
The
deadlifts
boys
of
are
the
happy
day.
with that.
Heaviest pools
'Em
of
handsome.
today.
High fives all round.
275 kilos on the bar
275 for James Wilson. It
Now.
is the 5 reds. 1, 2, 3, 5 reds.
Yeah. Yeah.
We only have 3 deadlifts of the day left.
Yep. Now, in this situation, I think James's total PB is a 672, and so he's deadlifted more than this in the past, I believe. But this
This will
is
take
going
him
to
up
be
to
The bar is
680.
loaded, James. Let's get this
big moment for James Butler. It really matters to him. This.
Let's go,
Come on,
James.
James. Let's
He's
go.
had a fantastic day.
This is it,
Looking
Can
to
there be
go
any
9
doubt?
for 9. Come on, James. Let's
on.
go. Come on.
Oh,
Excellent.
slow down, would you? Woof.
Absolutely
rapid.
flies.
Lovely stuff from James. What a brilliant day he has had.
That's quality right there.
Although
Now, we have some shenanigans
303
here.
kilos on the bar for Ron
We have
Kane.
Ron Kane coming out
Looking to
to
snatch
try
back
and
the
break
Scottish deadlift record.
Yeah, it's
the
Paul Walker
Scottish
just
deadlift record
hit
that Paul Walker's just made.
302.5 minutes
Yep.
ago.
Yep. The old
No,
double
I'm
break.
going to push it to
you like,
303. He wants this deadlift record.
He wants
Comes on.
303 kilos. Obviously, if you
Final
remember,
two
Paul has just pulled
deadlifts of the
302.5.
day.
So Ron wants this for himself.
The
Yep.
bar is loaded for Ron.
Let's go,
Kane.
Ron. Come on, Ron.
Let's
He
go,
wants it back, man.
Let's make this
Ron
one.
Kane on anvil strength, looking to break the Scottish M1 deadlift record.
Come on,
Let's
man.
go, Ron.
Come on, let's go.
Get it. You want it, Ron? Let's take it, Ron.
Yeah.
Not to be today, unfortunately. What a huge
Ron.
effort there for
Okay.
Ron Kane.
Takes a lot of guts to go
Taking
for
it
that.
to Paul Walker right up to the last
Unlucky.
deadlift. Which means we have one more pool to see. It's from Paul
Paul's
Walker.
giving it a kind of face.
Just chipping his 302.5. He wants to push
He's not
this
too worried because he's got his
310
record.
Kilos.
So
He's having a bit of fun.
As a new M1 deadlift
Okay.
record.
Big shot of the salts.
it's the final pull of the day. I know this room is going to erupt. I'm quite glad we've got the headphones on actually, a bit of protection.
Bars loaded.
Come on, Paul.
Come on, Paul. You got this, buddy. Come on.
Everything you've got left, Paul. This is it. Absolutely nothing left here, Paul. That's it.
He's decided he's not having it. He's just.
He set himself up and shaking the referee's hands and walked away. Well, do you know what? Fair play. Fair play to Paul
The big boys
Walker.
having a
Fair
cuddle.
enough.
No, it's good competition in that class as well. It's nice to
I
see
feel
that.
like
And,
that
that rounds off today's
That
event.
concludes the lifting for today.
We've got a heaviest deadlift of the evening, 302, belongs to Paul Walker. Number of records falling.
So many records.
So
a
much
large
drama.
amount of records.
Shortly. While we do
I don't know
that,
about you,
can I
but
please ask
I've had my
everyone
fill of
in
drama
this
for
building
today.
if you
I'm
have
exhausted.
Good call.
Thank you so much to those of you that have joined us at home. We hope you've enjoyed the stream. Thank you so much to our sponsors, Granite Charlie Limited, Paisley Barbell,
We'll be back very
SPD,
shortly
and
with
of
the
course
medals
Anvil
and
Strength
best
for
lifter
hosting us.
presentation.
And our next competition is the Spring Open in Bankery,
Yes.
20th of April 2024.
See you then.